buy a beer in the neighborhood. Call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was at a hoop.
All right, welcome in 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. We're back. We got back-to-back full shows tonight and tomorrow. We'll react to the Patriots win yesterday, 9 in a row over the Cincinnati Bengals. It wasn't pretty, but came with a cost. And we'll break that down all throughout the show tonight. Dan Lifshatz will be here in studio. We'll react to the Patriots, his feeling on it, and we'll look ahead to tonight's Monday Night Football game, which has some playoff implications in the NFC. And I do want to talk the other winter sports. Bruins, not much there. They're on their road trip, their West Coast road trip, and, well, they can't score goals. And the Celtics are an interesting team right now, although they're over 500 and have gone on a little bit of a run despite an embarrassing loss on Friday night. Jaylen Brown is talking, and I wanted to didn't want that to go into the weekend as a news dump. I feel like there's a little bit to digest there. So the phone number is 617-779-0985. We're on YouTube as well. Just go to youtube.com, search 98.5 The Sports Hub, and you'll see us right there. So if you really look at this Patriots win, they're 10-2 at Thanksgiving. I just would have never thought it. So forget about what you saw this weekend or what we've seen this year. A Patriots team being 10-2 at Thanksgiving, it's unheard of. No one thought this. I know that people thought they could win 10 games this year. You didn't think it would be 10 games by week 12. You just didn't. So I think that's the positive, but I do think my feelings have changed regarding the long-term success of the Patriots, and that's where I wanted to start tonight with our opening take, which is presented by Super Service Today. Winter's coming. Don't get caught out in the cold. Super Service Today delivers New England's most complete home heating system health and safety check, catching problems before they catch you. Stay safe, stay warm. Book now at superservicetoday.com. So the Patriots won a game on Drake May, or the defense made some plays down the stretch, and Drake May responded from a 10-0 deficit. They got some good special teams, and the defense made some big stops at the end of the game. It was an ugly win for the Patriots. Drake May did not look himself against the NFL's worst defense. This is another reason why I don't feel great. The Patriots' rush defense was not great either without Milton Williams, who was placed on injured reserve. So they've extended their win streak to 9 games. They win 26-20 over the Bengals, but at what cost? The left side of their offensive line and their special teams captain left games with injuries. Will Campbell left carted off, towel over his head. Jared Wilson was seen in a boot and a crutch, in the locker room after the game. And Brendan Schooler also seen in a boot in the locker room. And I worked post-game yesterday, so I'm really giving you the reaction of, well, they made the plays down the stretch to win the game. Then you hear from the coach, who was not happy. But then you heard from Drake May, and he was pretty somber about how much he loved those guys regarding their injury. They're going to be all right. I think that's the big thing about those guys. They're going to work hard, and they're going to be back. They've done such a good job for us this year. But he sounded somber about it. Almost like, oh, man, this is a big blow for the team. So I do want to get back to that in a minute here, but as far as the game went, Drake May had his struggles early on. Some people thought it might be a hand. I heard today the sun could have been an issue. He missed on short throws, right? I don't know what he was doing on the interception. I felt like as though the team didn't get off the bus and they weren't ready to play. Right? There was that weird attempt between Hooper and Henderson. He threw it out of bounds on one of the pressures. He almost missed Stephon Diggs, who had to pluck that ball up if you watched the play. Then he threw the pick six where he overshot Hunter Henry. It was bad early on. It wasn't great. So that pick six happened in the second quarter. The Patriots lost starters to injury, and they scored 1 touchdown against the worst defense in football. and I'm sure Skaz will love this because it's his guy, but Andy Borregales, right? Missed field goals in that opener, has missed others. Well, on 50 yards or more attempts this year, he's 3 for 3. All have been in clutch situations. He was a perfect 4 for 4 yesterday on field goals. He was good from 52, he was good from 45, and he was good from 41, and also made the 19-yarder when they couldn't chip it in from the goal line, which we'll get into in a little bit. Made all his PATs. Every point mattered that Andy Borregales brought to the table yesterday. So I do think his contributions were important. I also think Marcus Jones' pick 6 was extremely important. And he just keeps doing it, right? Marcus Jones, he's one of the captains this year, makes big play after big play. He's there when they need him. So the Patriots have now won 9 straight games. But finally, injuries popped up. When I say finally, they've been lucky to this point. And I think I'm now starting to, I don't want to use the word pause, but I'm starting to think differently of some they can run the table scenarios. And the update on Jared Wilson, expected to be back this season. Doesn't look like he's going on the IR. The report on Will Campbell could be that he could go on injured reserve. It's an MCL sprain. I don't know if it's 1, 2, or 3, whatever it is. But they do hope that he'll return this season. So they lose that left side of the line now. Every week, the Patriots, you worry about protecting Drake May, specifically when he runs the football. Now you're going to be without the left side of the line, and it's going to be Ben Brown and Vidarian Lowe on the left side. I have confidence those guys can figure it out, but I don't have confidence that Drake May can continue to withstand these losses and stay healthy. That's one of my biggest concerns. And I have now tempered my expectations. I'm now starting to look at this as this was year 1 of a rebuild. They've won 10 games. They weren't aggressive at the trade deadline. They probably should have added, and they didn't. Now, to be fair, Vidarian Lowe's been a starter in this league. They've drafted Caden Wallace, who could play there if they have to. It doesn't sound strong considering the team that they've been this year. But maybe they believe in their guys and they see them in practice. To me, though, when you can't score from the goal line by running the football and miss 6 straight opportunities, that's concerning. And I know I saw it around the league yesterday. I know the Chiefs had a chance to punch one in late and couldn't. Right? The Eagles, they punched them in early, then they couldn't. So the Patriots, though, it's a pretty consistent theme. And I want to get into that on the other side here. But when you think of the offensive line, they had their guys and couldn't get the push. Now they're not going to have the left side of the line, and you think they'll still get the same thing? Things are just a little bit different for me. What I felt last week to this week is different, and I want to hear your thoughts at 617-779-0985. Have you tempered your expectations for the Patriots? Or do you still think they'll continue to be dominant, win the AFC East, get a bye, get the guys back, and continue to go on a big run? I've at least just tempered my expectations a bit. But there are some really impressive things. Winning on the road's a big deal in this league. When you go 6-0 on the road, that's a big deal. And they've done that. But I feel worse today about their long-term expectations than I did a week ago. Your thoughts? 617-779-0985. You can join us on YouTube as well. I already see the fam in there. Just go to youtube.com. Search 98.5 The Sports Hub. And, well, you can join the chat. I'll read off some of the names tonight. So we'll take a quick break. I want to get into what happened on the goal line. What did happen? Woof. All that and more coming up next.
Go from the one. May out of the gun. Stevenson to his right. Two receivers left. Diggs inside of Booty. To right. Hollins inside of Henry. Hunter with a short motion for the pass. The snap to May. A give to Stevenson. Hit in the backfield. Read perfectly by the Bengals. They collaborate and collapse on the ball carrier. And they stop him for a loss.
Hey,
it was Geno Stone who diagnosed it.
Get your ass kicked right there. That is an ass kicking up front. Man, blown opportunity. Absolutely blown opportunity.
The Sports Hub, I'm Joe Murray. Got ourselves a full show tonight. Man, I hate the song, but now I feel like I had to do that. Oh man, did you watch the goal line plays? Hey, we'll break down what happened yesterday. But did anybody think of me in my comments regarding Josh McDaniels? When you saw the plays, if you really want to look at it, they tried everything. They threw the kitchen sink. They did everything but a halfback pass. Because they had every single opportunity. They had every opportunity. So, am I upset with the play calling? Probably. Am I upset with the execution? Absolutely. But it's embarrassing. That's historically one of the worst defenses of all time, and you can't get 1 yard against them? Yet you want to call yourself Super Bowl contenders? I know there's people out there listening being like, Joe, they just went down in a row. They've had 10 wins. You're right. They made the plays on defense to win the game. You're right. Come on. You've been averaging 27 points a game and you can't get a yard against that defense? Come on. This is why I've tempered my expectations now. They've been aggressive all year long. Aggressive, right? They weren't aggressive at the trade deadline. And at times, I don't know. I think they care about the clock too much or the analytics instead of just driving the ball up some fat lineman's butt into the end zone. I think they tried that, but it didn't work. Tried everything, and it didn't work. And that's a problem, guys. That is a problem. And it's why I have more reservations regarding the Patriots than I did going into it. I've been wondering how you stopped the Patriots for the last couple of weeks. I didn't know if there's a team that could do it. But you give them the worst defense in football, and that's what happens? It was bad. It stinks. It wasn't even smelly. It stunk. 6 straight plays from the goal line. Did they get too cute? Here's a suggestion. This is just Coach Joe Murray over here. Coach Joe. How about you don't take the ball out of your best player's hand? And I know we're going to hear about shotgun versus under center, blah, blah, blah. I will tell you this. Drake May sees the field better from shotgun. I know that generally when you're in shotgun, you don't get that burst off the bat right away. But there are things you can do. You can follow the running back through the hole. How about if you're going to do a tush-push, by the way, can you get a little push it behind it? Come on. They can't even do the damn tush-push right. So Drake May struggled early in the game. I don't want to call it adversity, but he struggled. And the running game really struggled. But the goal line, that was the worst. Third quarter out of the gate, they have that big play to Pop Douglas. They get into the red zone. 6 different snaps during the drive. They weren't able to punch it in. 6! You get 4 downs. They had 6. They got stepped on by Michael and one at one point. Tripped. Throw a route to Keyshawn Booty on a 4th down. It was a holding. They did hold. Terrell Jennings stuffed. Mac Hollins on a pick play. Ramondre Stevenson stuffed. Turnover on downs. Oh, it happened again later in the game. A goal line snap, tush push. Stopped at the line. They went 0 for 2 in the red zone of the game. That's another concern for me. Red zone scoring and defense. But the Patriots running backs, 2.8 yards per carry. They were up against the last place run defense in football, giving up 160 yards on the ground. Like, come on. It was just not a good day. Not a good day for that offense. And the Bengals, of course, entered the day with the worst DVOA record. They could become the first team in NFL history to allow the most pass yards, rush yards, and points. I heard it all week long. 6 times you snapped the ball from the 1 yard line and couldn't score against the worst defense of all time. What does that say about the Patriots? What does it say? They give up 5.2 yards per carry, but all of a sudden the Patriots are rushing for 2. They give up 160 yards on the ground. The Patriots get 107. I know Vidarian Lowe and Ben Brown came in later, but those guys, they had their starters. Oh, was it Kyrie's Tonga? Is that over now? The execution was bad. I'm not necessarily going to blame the play calls because they tried everything. They got to be more creative because clearly they're aggressive. But you can't get 1 yard on 6 plays. Like, I'm not going to let that one out of my head. And that's one of the reasons why I think I've tempered my expectations on top of the recent injuries. Your thoughts at 617-779-0985. Let's start with Max. He's in Scituate. What's up, Max?
Hey, Joe. Just had a question. You brought up the fact that the Patriots are down both sides of their offensive line on the left side there. And, you know, growing up basically only watching Tom Brady, Josh McDaniels was able to adjust the play calling to protect him pretty well. So, you know, I see a silver lining there and hope McDaniels can do the same with Drake May. Just want to hear your thoughts.
So you just think that everything's going to be fine and you still have the same expectation?
Yeah, I think everything's going to be fine and he won't get injured at least.
Oh, okay. Skaz, how do you feel about that, sir? Did you watch those 6 play? What were you saying when you watched them not score 6 times in a row against the historically worst defense of all time?
I was certainly thinking of you, Joe Murray, in those instances, wondering how much blame was on Josh McDaniels. I do put a lot of it on the players, though. If you can't get a yard, that's execution. To me. Like, I understand the plays.
Oh, I want to whip Josh McDaniels.
Oh, I'm aware.
He tried everything.
But
he did everything but the halfback pass or the end around reverse throw, which maybe they'll do next time.
The jet sweep, yeah. So I'm with you. I think it was more of an execution thing than a game planning play call thing. You have to be able to get a yard. I don't think it's the end of the world or anything like that, but it's certainly a cause for concern, especially against as bad of a defense as that Bengals defense. I think it's a little strong to say the Patriots escaped yesterday, but it's tough to come away from that game not feeling that way. Pass interference could have gone against them late. That chase-on penalty in the first half on 4th and 5. Like, there was a lot of shooting themselves in the foot in that game, but the Bengals and Joe Flacco just aren't that good of a football team right now. You saw glimpses of it. So a good win for the Patriots. It feels good to be back, though, Joe. It feels good to nitpick wins, to have little things in these games that are, distinct moments instead of just they suck, everything sucks, Mac Jones is terrible.
Yes.
It's nice to have actual football games and football to talk about. And yeah, I think the offense, you saw Drake May struggle out of the gate. I don't know if it was the shadows as 2-6 was kind of focusing on there, and Drake May's lack of eye black. I don't know how much that played into it, but I am pro Drake May wearing eye black going forward if that's going to fix it. And yeah, you saw Flacco be Flacco. I was a little disappointed with the defense early in the game, but they stepped up, and Marcus Jones is a massive, massive difference maker continually on a weekly basis. So in terms of the guys being injured, I do worry about Drake May's health. You've seen him take shots this year. You've seen him take too many hits, not do the best avoiding hits. He fell on his shoulder yesterday. So, yeah, I'm definitely worried about that, and I worry about the team's ability to run the ball in those situations. If you're struggling with Will Campbell in some of those situations, I know he left, but that's supposed to be what he excels at, is run blocking, a meat grinder, especially in short yardage situations. So that's certainly a cause for concern for me, especially with Stevenson's fumbling issues and Henderson not being, that big of a back. I do wonder, in the playoffs, are they going to miss a LeGarrette Blount type running back or something like that?
Do you regret them not making a move at the deadline? I got 3 things for you. That would the Bengals have won if they had Joe Burrow? And third, what do you think was the reasons for Drake May's early issues?
Yeah, on the deadline, you always want your team to do more at the deadline. It's never enough, no matter what it is. I think bringing in another running back would have been good. Maybe a flex offensive lineman. It's easy to say that in hindsight, or a guy to get after the quarterback. I think fans really wanted them to focus on it. So, yeah, I'm a believer that teams should always do more at the deadline. Very rarely do I think teams do enough, and certainly almost never too much at the deadline. May, early in the game, I don't know what it was. I listened to the shadow conversation on 2 to 6. I guess I kind of, want to give that pass where the shadows, the lighting, whatever it was, Flacco seemed to struggle a little bit with it as well, not as much as Drake May. So I don't really have a good answer on that one. It almost seems like he came out dazed, woozy or something. It was bad. Some of his throws were not even close, and then he drops a couple right in the bucket later in the game. So shake it off to rust, the new stadium, the shadows, whatever it is. So not a major concern for me on that one. And what was the last one, Joe?
Drake May's start.
I did Drake May's start.
Joe Burrow playing?
I'm not going to give the Bengals a fake win if Joe Burrow played. Totally different game. Defense is different. I think Christian Gonzalez is more locked in. I think everything is different. And who knows what Joe Burrow even looks like returning from this injury. So no, I don't buy that one as well.
Now, Skaz, I come from the era of Bill Parcells. That guy that the one that you don't really like. Well, as a child, he used to always say, "If you can't get 1 yard, you're basically you're pathetic."
I have no issues with Bill Parcells. He's just wildly overrated by you people. That's my problem.
I am a person.
No, I don't. I think could be a great guy.
I am one of those persons.
Yeah.
That's how. Yes, I was raised by. You need 1 yard. You got to get the 1 yard.
You were raised by celebrating 500, losing football, quitting on your team in the Super Bowl.
You're right.
That's what fans around here fall in love with.
To be consistent, when they were celebrating the 1975 Red Sox, I said, "Wow, we're celebrating a bunch of losers." And I went and hung out with Carlton Fisk that night, and I said, "Hey, man, I just want to let you know I was on the radio today calling your team a bunch of losers." He gave me a look and then said, "You're not wrong." So thank you. Yes, I grew up with a fellowship of the miserable. And we celebrated Loserville constantly. 2001 changed things, though. It did. And if this was 2001, I'd be like, man, they beat the Bengals on the road. I now feel worse about the team than I did the week before. Yes, the injuries, but it's a long season, man. You're getting every team's best effort week in and week out. I was a little nervous about the Bengals game, but I leaned on the numbers. I leaned on the fact that they were historically so bad and that the Patriots have been historically so good that would continue, and it didn't. And I am curious how they bounce back against the Giants. I am. I saw Jameis Winston throw for 366 yards.
Also caught a touchdown in that game.
That's right. Do you know who threw it? Gunnar Olszewski.
Who could forget? Good old Gunnar.
Right? But Dart versus Winston, it will be a debate. I think they need to protect their young quarterback, just like the Patriots need to protect theirs. But they have a week to figure it out, practice it, get a bye week, and prepare for the Buffalo Bills at home. But these injuries couldn't have happened at a worse time for the New England Patriots, which has changed my thoughts on the future.
See, I don't know if I totally agree with that the worst time. You have the bye coming up and the Giants on Monday Night Football. I'm not saying it's an ideal time with the playoffs looming, but I think this is kind of a soft spot where they can survive without, Will Campbell and some of these guys.
Oh, really? Well, Vidarian Lowe's got longer arms.
I did hear about his arm length.
He's got long arms.
Long arms.
Do you know what this is just a nitpick offensive line talk?
Please.
He is in a crouch so far down.
He gets low, Joe.
it's so I don't like it.
When was the last time you got that low, Joe?
Get low. Man, I just worry like at least when I look at Will Campbell, he's rotund. He's a rotund man. Round meaning. And he is pretty decent at he got hurt going downfield. Venarian Low is he gets low. Get it? I don't like that. But, did you see the blitz on the outside where nobody picked it up? Drake May saw him, though. Still took the sack. Well, who was supposed to block somebody over there? Because it wasn't Venarian Low's fault, but nobody was there. No one. Who do I blame on that one? There was no one there. See, that's what I'm saying. We haven't seen any of these things at all in a long time. Long time. Now they're sticking their head out, and I'm like, oh, boy. I don't like that. I still hate that stance. Joe's in Weymouth. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hello.
Hello. You're on the air.
Great. Pathetic game.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have talked it to death already. I just think my thought, Drake May is in big danger.
Yep.
There's no one to protect him.
There's no one.
And he's going to get hurt, and the game is going to be over. I think the game is, it was just so pathetic, like you guys have all said. 6 attempts.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
A foot and a half.
Yep.
Incredible.
Foot and a half. Can you believe that?
It's hard to imagine.
Yep.
That was the imagination that one team can't move another one 12 inches or so.
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Joe. He's right. Everything that man said was right. Here's a good one. AJ in the truck. Hey, AJ.
Hey, Joe, I just wanted to get your thoughts. Why do so many coaches, you think, are going for it on 4th down, seeing that, like, these field goal kickers are kicking it, like, 60 yards religiously? So why do you think that a lot of coaches are not just taking the points? And also, what's a better temperature gauge for you, the Ravens or the Bills coming up? I'll listen to you. Thanks.
Ravens. Great defense. Would they give up 13 yesterday, 10, whatever it was? Look at the Ravens' last 5 games on defense. Tell me how that's going, because it's been outstanding. Because it wasn't good early on, right? It was bad. Bad. 4th down, is it analytics? Is it stupid coaching? Is it risking it because you're trying to outsmart the other teams that going for it because you're desperate? There's a lot of reasons why, but I do agree. By the way, field goal kicking isn't great either. Every week I have an emoji that just says kickers because they always miss their kicks. And I'm just always ready to post it because that's how bad they are. Tim's in Miami. Hey, Tim.
Hey, Joe, that was a great segue because my call is about our kicker. First of all, I agree with you. I left that game a little bit concerned about our inability to punch it in on the goal line. I'm hoping maybe they were just like, well, we're going to commit to this and try to work on this, and we don't see that going forward. But when's the last time we had a kicker that you could rely on to extend the lead, from a 52-yarder? I half expected them to punt in that situation on that last drive just based on the kickers we've seen over the years and the lack of confidence that I've had in them. But I think this Borregales, he's drilling these things. He's been, apart from, early in the season, he missed a couple of extra points in Miami. I feel good when they roll him out there. I think that's a weapon.
I sometimes feel good. You're from Miami, so I am going to take that as a bias. So therefore your take I will not validate. But was he good yesterday? Yes. That's your guy, Skaz, Borregales.
Yes, I thought I was going to be, wrong on that one early in the season. That's why you just got to wait it out, Joe. It always comes back, right? He's been good. He's been really good. He's been impressive. I almost wish they'd rely on him a little more, which is kind of crazy to say. Like, just take the points. A crazy philosophy in today's NFL.
What? By the way, I was here watching the Chiefs game Chiefs just settled for field goal after field goal after field goal, and it came down to winning
worked.
on a field goal. It's not pretty. But do the Chiefs need the style points? Do they care?
No.
They won.
They needed to win, and they won.
They slowed down the Colts, who were going to run away with that one. They slowed them down, they chipped away, and they beat them. Has a team done that to the Patriots yet? Like Miami kind of, the Bills tried to, but Drake May won it right at the end. Chipping away hasn't really worked against the Patriots this year. And that's something I'm afraid of. Morgan and Saugus?
Yep.
That is not sports.
I really, people are being too harsh. Like, the Patriots played like poo and they still won.
Oh, huh?
And I mean, they've already won more games this year than they did in the last two.
Yeah.
Like, I think they're set up to be really good for a long time. I wouldn't expect them to win the Super Bowl this year, but
Morgan, what are you trying to say to me? That this year was just a first-year rebuild and it's great what's already happened and just be happy with that?
No, but, like, Vrabel's got buy-in.
Yeah.
Most of the assistant coaches are really good. Not a big Josh McDaniels fan, but they were garbage the last several years.
So,
they're good now.
So you're telling me that they've already won 10 games and you're happy with that?
Not necessarily happy with that, but like,
what are you telling? What are you
better
telling?
than
Morgan, what are you
better
telling me?
than I think they're really well set up to be good for a long time.
But not the rest of this year.
Nah, not sure about.
Yeah.
Not sure about.
But Morgan, thank you. Thank you. What'd you get out of that, Skess?
They were bad. Now they're not as bad. They're pretty good.
But we should be happy. But
I'm happy the Patriots are 10-2.
I'm very happy the Patriots are 10-2. Is it okay that I've now tempered my expectations a little bit?
I think that's fair.
I was saying Super Bowl was the ceiling the other day.
The ceiling is the roof, Joe.
The roof is just a little smaller. You ever move into a place, it looks big when you get there, and then you start putting stuff in there, and it's like, guess this wasn't as big as I thought it was. That's what she said. All right, we got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98 Found the Sports Hub.
Essential Sports Hub head.
Answer is yes. Having said that, the goalposts have been shifted with the play of Drake May, and now the expectations 100% should be winning playoff games, plural, and maybe making a Super Bowl. I'm assuming you agree with that take. I can't picture them actually winning the whole thing at this point. If they did, that would be craziness. But I get a little. I can't believe people around here specifically don't understand the importance of having that top-tier elite quarterback. And if you have that guy, you have a chance to win it all. So the fact that anyone thinks that, the easy schedule, like, great, take the easy schedule. We'll take that all day. Injuries, as we're seeing with Campbell, that could come back to be an issue if he's not good for the playoffs. But, I mean, the only team that really scares me, and I want to hear your take on this too, as far as the path is concerned, is the Chiefs. And that's because they have Patrick Mahomes, and, we all know what he can do at the end of games. And the only other team is probably Denver with that defense. But then again, Bo Nix, I don't really know if he's him. And Drake May certainly seems like he's him.
Thanks.
So just kind of want to get your takes on that.
Thanks, Ryan. My take is this. They've won 9 in a row and haven't had their hiccup yet. They'll probably beat the Giants. They're not going to have a hiccup. They'll have a bye week, and they'll be prepared for the Bills. If they lose to the Bills, is it the end of the world? No, because they have games up on them. The game that I would really look at is Baltimore. Baltimore's defense has been really good of late. They win again yesterday. They beat the Jets. Their running game got going with Derrick Henry. I know that Lamar Jackson's not great, but I think it's more about their defense and what it could do to distract Drake May. The final 2 games of the year, I don't know. Do they go for the seeding? Do they go for the rest? I don't even know how they approach all that. All I'm telling you is this. If they run the table, they'll probably have a hiccup in the playoff. I'm almost curious if it's worth having the hiccup now to prepare for that. I'm one of those guys who feels that way. Always. I just don't feel as great as them running the table like I did as much as yesterday. Watching what they did yesterday against the worst defense in football, didn't love it. Kind of changed my thoughts on them, to be honest with you. Quinn's in Norwood. Hey, Quinn.
How you doing? I just want to talk about how on that when they had 6 tries in the goal line, they also wasted 2 timeouts.
Yes.
I feel that both goes to show they could have came back and bite them in the ass later, and also it could have. It shows you have even extra time to talk about what play you're running. You still can't get the 1 yard. I think it's a problem.
Yeah, I would. This is what I would do. I know people don't like this. I think Drake May sees the field better out of the shotgun. I think he sees the field better. I almost wondered if they should maybe try to do a little bit more play action. Is that did Tonga's loss kind of screw up what they do on the goal line? Are they not getting enough push from their goal line? Their linemen? There's a lot there. I do also understand that in those situations you want to be under center. That's what normally happens. There's less mistakes in those situations. There's no bad snap, et cetera, over the head, blah, 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 blah. But what people don't realize is college to the NFL is a transition now. A lot of coaches let the guys go out of shotgun because it's how they're comfortable. And when you're trying to win and trying to succeed, that's what you do. Maybe the Patriots are trying to get these situations out of the way for May. I just think that you should not take the ball out of his hands. They gave it to Stevenson. They gave it to Henderson. They've tried it. It didn't work. Don't take the ball out of Drake May's hands. That would be that's where I would start. One more, Justin and Lynn. What's up, Justin?
Hey, Joe, it's Justin. I'm with you. I think I have a thought. I'm concerned about the game against Baltimore, and I just wanted your thoughts on how you think the game's going to go against Baltimore, because I'm very concerned now with the injuries that they have.
Very concerned, Justin. Thank you. I blame the Shirley Temples. The Line did a big thing on television. Was it with Steve Burton? And they were talking about how they all drink Shirley Temples. I blame that. That's what I blame. By the way, what happened with Morgan Moses? Did he get the runs? Do we know exactly what happened there? Oh, you got something on for me on that one? What happened? What do you got, Jake?
Morgan Moses had an illness. That's why he missed the game.
Oh,
or he missed some reps. Sorry, not the whole game.
I don't. Okay, now I'm speculating on illnesses.
That's what it said in the broadcast. He had an illness. Came out for.
Is it the runs?
A few illness, Joe.
Well, I mean, listen.
Illness. That was the official.
Hang on, just give me a second here. Trying to think if there's a time I ever had an illness during a game. Did you guys ever have an illness during a game? The only illness I ever had was poop. Is that an illness?
There's a drop.
Clip it.
No. Poop. Or throw up.
I mean, I'm not judging this guy. If he had to go to the bathroom, I mean...
Just say it.
Be it.
Tell us. We embrace the poop. Give us the poop. But if you had the runs, man, just tell us.
So you're saying that's an acceptable excuse?
Yes.
You don't want the Saragusa? You don't want him going out there like that?
I'm speculating other illnesses.
What about a wheelchair?
Well, that helped them win a championship. But, is the illness poop? Tell us. Anyways. I'm now inquiring. Inquiring minds want to know. There's all that chili in Cincinnati, too, if you know about that. You don't want the chili runs. Those are the worst runs that are out there. All right. Well, I want to look at the defense. We'll do that on the other side. Can you believe that we're actually going to go from chili to the runs to the defense? Go figure. Hey, this hour of the sports is brought to you by Valvoline and Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit We're trying for tomorrow. So we bumped them from tonight to tomorrow. Sorry for those that wanted the blowtorch tonight. Might get it tomorrow. Who knows? But we'll do a little bit of Celtics talk. I got the green teamers themselves. I'm staring at them. Skaz and Jake Seymour. We'll do that in about 15 minutes. Because I got to take a breather from the Patriots. But I'll tell you this. The expectations have changed for the Patriots, for me, at least. I had Super Bowl on the mind. Now I'm worried about that first-round upset. Get 1 yard from the goal line, will you? So I'm a little torn on the defensive side. What exactly are they? I mean, yesterday they gave up 13 points. That's pretty good, right? Does the defense need to be better? 20 points altogether. They went off sides on that fourth down. Dumb. Bad football teams do that. They needed to stop on the opening drive. What happened? Another field goal. By the way, I bet that. I bet a score for the Bengals because they scored in now 4 straight games for those that were following along. But now the Patriots have given up points in 9 of 12 games on the opening drive. And I believe 6 of them have been touchdowns. 6 of 12 games is 50% if you do the math. Marcus Jones was almost too fast for his own good, would you say, when Joe Flacco pumped, hesitated? And then, of course, I had the pick 6 there. It was great. And he had it beat. The old check down there. The Patriots went up 14-10. They were down 10-0 in that one. The defense saved them, bailed them out again. Marcus Jones later secured the lead with a pass breakup on Mike Gesicki, who was back. Was there contact? Who cares? But I will say Carlton Davis and Marcus Jones really led the way. I thought Christian Gonzalez struggled a bit. I'm not saying he was bad. I just thought he was on the field for one of the touchdowns. And they challenged him. I don't think Joe Flacco was worried about him. But Colton Davis had some real critical moments in the game. 3 pass breakups on the final drive. 1 on the third down that helped lead to Marcus Jones' 4th down breakup there. Also, just how about their run defense? How did it look without Milton Williams? And if you look at it, the Patriots defense had allowed 5 yards per carry. And on Sunday, the Bengals ranked up 5.2 yards per attempt. Chase Brown, pretty good runner. I got to admit that. Was actually kind of impressed with his ability. Chase Brown, 19 times, 107 yards as a team they ran for. So I think the loss of Milton Williams showed yesterday. So think about these injuries right now. Their left guard, left tackle. Their starting defensive tackle. All out. All out. Do think you're going to have to see more from the defense coming up a little bit further here. And one other thing I just wanted to mention. The Patriots' record on the road this year is 6-0. I don't care who you're playing, the quality, whatever. 6-0 on the road in the NFL is a good thing. There are no other teams this season with a record like this. They're the only undefeated team. The Broncos, they have 2 losses this year, came on the road. The Colts have lost 3 games this year, all on the road. The defending champion Eagles dropped a road game to the Giants, who the Patriots will see on Monday night. They've also lost to the Cowboys in Dallas yesterday. The Rams dropped a divisional game in San Francisco. The Seahawks lost at the Rams. Do you get it? It's hard to win on the road in the NFL, and the Patriots continue to do it. The Patriots haven't even had their bye yet. Right? This stretch that they have, 8 of 9, now 9 of 10, I guess, right? I think this weekend was different for the team. I think people felt differently after the win. But Mike Vrabel in his post-game podium said it was a battle. That's what happens in this league. You need everybody. You go through the season. You go on the road. You know it's tough. Everybody wants to talk about the numbers and records. That don't mean bleep. Guess what the Patriots... What are you guys laughing at back there? I can see you guys like... What did I say something? Did I do something?
We were listening to old drops.
My drops.
You had a drop earlier in the show, and now it's got me and Jake reminiscing on some of our favorites we've cut over the last couple weeks.
But it's funny because I'm yelling "old man" at the cloud right now like this, and you guys are just chuckling, and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on back there?" The only illness I ever had was poop.
The L drive is a dangerous place. You get lost there.
Well, listen,
quickly.
I already have people being like, "Hey, man, it had to be the poops. What else could it be?"
A little Tuukka Rask situation is what you're saying?
Tuukka didn't play, remember? Moses at least came back out. You know? That's a tough place. Football field? Got a poo?
Just go to the locker room. You're all set.
You have to go to
go to the locker room.
I mean, what happens with the blue tent? What happens then? Does it get smelly?
That's got to be a number one only. That's not a number two situation.
What happens with the blue tent situation? Is there ever a pop and squat?
I think in the history of the NFL, there's had to have been.
Had to have been. Oh, my God. I need to know.
Where's Pablo Torre when you need him? That's the real story I'm interested
in. I want the over-under of poops in the blue tent.
I'm hammering the over.
Well, didn't I remember guys used to eat hot dogs all the time on the sideline.
Definitely have had some pukes. There's definitely been a couple pukes on the side. Maybe a leak or two.
Public urination?
Yes.
Who pooped in the blue medical tent. I remembered Lamar Jackson.
Can you Google that?
I have. I'm
please.
in the process. But headline, did Lamar Jackson run off the field of poop? And investigation. Subheadline, everybody poops.
Everybody poops sometimes on the blue tent. Wow, that's any other Google searches there that you
looks like TikTok. How do NFL players go to the bathroom? And there's too many videos on this.
All right, so I know guys that used to just urinate in their pants because it was just sweating.
They're called toddlers, Joe.
Well, no. They were players. Yeah, especially in a rain game.
It's like coming out of the pool. You know, you're already wet. Might as well.
I'm not joking. Oh God, how did we get into this?
You've been fixated on Morgan Moses' absence from yesterday.
I've uncovered that Travis Kelce has admitted on the New Heights podcast that he has pooped himself during a game.
Oh my God! Like what kind of poop?
Oh,
Jason Kelce joke. This is why I hate white pants.
Well, yes. Because what did the Patriots wear yesterday? The white on white? What was that? Yeah, it was white on white, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good.
Not a flattering color there.
It's not.
Travis Kelce said he asked a teammate to check himself. I was like, hey, can you check the back of my pants? Because I think I might have crapped myself.
Squirted.
And he checked. He says, you're good, but I was not good.
Well, you wouldn't know until after the game, right? Or would you feel it?
Surprised the Swifties didn't do an investigation into that one.
I would
find the footage from that.
Here's the deal. All right, now we're getting a little intimate here. But there's poop and then there's squirts. And quite frankly, is it foam or is it wet? And I think you can play with wetness. I don't think you can play with foam.
Joe Murray, okay to play with wetness out on foam.
Out on the foam. Especially with that white on white situation. Not good. So Travis Kelce, known pooper, huh?
I mean, aren't we all, Joe? Aren't we all?
Add him to the list of Paul Pierce, Lamar Jackson,
right.
Logan Moses. Like, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Is Morgan Moses going to come on with the guys this week? Because I would like that. Oh, maybe I'll ask Dan Roach. He was interviewing him yesterday. Hey, Morgan Moses. It's Joe Murray. Did you poop? I want to know. Why? Because I'm a sicko. But it would also give you validation, sir. All right. Get the sniffer. All right. Well, we're talking Patriots. Didn't realize everybody wanted to talk about this. So is it just me? What did you have? What could you have possibly had? All right, I have the green teamers here. I need to take a break from the Patriots for a minute. Is that okay? Feel free to call in, Till. If you want to talk Pat, you can. But I don't know how much we can get into the Celtics. Like, what I mean is, are we really going to analyze what's going on the court?
We got a little off the court, I don't want to call it news, but a tidbit from Jaylen Brown that I think is very interesting.
Yes. Which, by the way, the tidbit you're speaking of had nothing to do with my take. And I think it might validate maybe some of the underlying layers. I tried to go with a poop joke there, but it didn't work.
You want to talk about stenches? This is pretty bad.
This one. We'll get into Jaylen Brown, his comments from the weekend in the Celtics play with the Green Teamers. Yes! And Jake Seymour. We'll do that next here on the Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
better fit or they were paying more money, whatever. So I was like, I think it may be time to go. You know what I mean? I think I can go somewhere else. I think I'm talented. I think I can score the ball at a very, very high level. And I'm not allowed to grow the same like other players because I'm on a different type of whatever. T-Mac was like, stay, bro. And I was like, huh? I'm thinking like T-Mac and Vince, they was like, T-Mac chose to leave in order to go beat T-Mac, who he eventually was. So I'm thinking that's what he was going to say. Like, nah, bro, trust me. Whatever you can do, if you can stay, you got an opportunity to win. And I was like, damn, I forever took that with me. Even behind closed doors, things that have been up and down, I've always held on to that message. I want to win first. Because that was the advice that I got. T-Mac was one of the first co-signers that I ever had. Like, no brands, no organization, no endorsements, none of that. T-Mac was like, JB's one of them ones.
I just don't want to let this one go away here, but what you just listened to was the tidbit that we teased regarding Jaylen Brown getting spoken to or advice from Tracy McGrady about staying in Boston. So he has now admitted he thought about leaving Boston. And it was Tracy McGrady who told him to stay because of his relationship with Vince Carter back when they played in Toronto, et cetera. Okay? So I got Jake Seymour in studio. Skaz, they do the Green Teamers podcast. You can go check it out. I figure we could do some green teaming right now. Hello, Jake. How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Joe?
Smelly, Just
a long time no talk.
I'm trying to. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you were in the other room. Now you're in this room, and I'm sniffing out. I got the sniffer out. All right. I don't care about the Celtics, what they do this year. Don't care at all. Whatever they're doing on the court, I don't take seriously. And I just think they're a bunch of assets that aren't a team. Is that fair to say?
So it's fair to say because given where the state of the Celtics are. But can I counter and say, is that because of where they are, or were you okay with that entering in the offseason?
I was not okay with it.
So this is the problem, right? And this is the disconnect, I think, with Celtics fans right now, is that this should not be okay for the Celtics. It should not be okay for the fans because now you're accepting losing, yes, which is never good for a franchise. And because of that, you're in a situation where you have to say that, and you feel that way.
Correct.
Where it should have never happened. You could have ran it back with Porzingis, Holiday, Horford, all the guys.
Or they could have saved a little bit of money and still had a good roster.
Yeah, you could have gotten rid of some guys and kept, maybe a Luke Cornett. That would have been helpful
Luke
this year.
Cornett would be huge on this
great
team.
This year for the Celtics
and he'd
team.
play a ton, and he'd be great.
But that was too much money.
It was too much money. So I ask you this, Skaz. Do you think I'm fair in that assessment? I mean, our very own Greeny said, hey, nothing matters this year. He's the guy who set that expectation, by the way, just so you know that. But let's get the sniffer out. There was a comment by Jaylen Brown after Friday's loss, and before we get to it, Jaylen Brown's supposed to be the number one this year, right?
Yes, correct.
Do you think they've supported him? Both you guys?
I don't think so, because to your point, it's a team full of assets. It's not a team. So how can you support a player and your star player, the number one option, if you build a team full of assets and not a team that is a cohesive unit that can compete and win basketball games?
So do you take anything that he does individually seriously?
I do, actually. I actually think it heightens it.
Really?
Because right now, in a lot of ways, if you look at Jaylen Brown this season, I think he feels frustrated that he's almost wasting a year of his prime.
Okay, all right.
So
we're going the same way here. Okay.
If he wants to maximize this season, it's on him. So everything he does, it'd be so easy for Brown to say, you know what, I'm going to mail it in. I don't need to do this. My team isn't putting me in the right spots to compete right now, and he could just mail it in. He's not doing that. He's scoring the basketball super efficiently, and he's playing great basketball. He would have every right to do that, and he's not. And that says a lot, I think, about his character and who he is as a basketball player.
Skaz, your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree more with Jake's sentiment that you're learning about Jaylen Brown this year. I think him taking over that number one role, there is a lot for him to gain and to grow in that role, facing the double teams, the coverages that Tatum was facing, that he would see on a nightly basis. Now Jaylen is facing that. So I understand your sentiment in saying that nothing matters this year. They're just a bunch of assets, but for me, they're assets that could matter. They're assets that could mean something moving forward. And I think that's kind of what this year is about. you're learning more about Derek White. And it hasn't been a great year for Derek White and the Derek White defenders. He doesn't look like the all-star caliber player that he did with Jason Tatum on the floor. I think for me this year is learning, is Josh Minot a guy that should still be here when Jason Tatum's healthy? Is Luka Garza a guy that should still be here when Jason Tatum's healthy? Like, Hugo Gonzalez, where does he fit when Tatum's back? Like, that's what I think Joe and the rest of the Celtics staff are trying to kind of figure out this year. For me, that's what this year is about Jaylen Brown, I don't want to say cementing himself as a number one in the league, because I think he is. He's shown he has the ability to do that. To me, he's already there, finals MVP, that stuff. But maybe he needs to show that for himself, and I think that has gotten him into a little bit of trouble this year. But I just push back a little bit on this year means nothing. I think there is stuff to gain from this roster and this team.
Okay. Do you think the performances that he's putting up night in and night out are making an effect on the team's win-loss?
I think Jaylen Brown has helped the Celtics much more than he's hurt them this year.
I would agree with that. Because I think you also need a player in this league to do that. Because if you don't have a player who's out-dueling other players and performing at the highest level possible in the NBA, what are you doing?
Yeah, like he had 36 last night, but they scored 80 in the first half and almost blew it. So I just almost wonder if his production...
I'll give you a perfect example, actually.
But just real quick on that production part, he's producing every night. No doubt about it.
Definitely.
Statistically. Is it making a difference?
So I think he is, because if you go back to that Brooklyn game Friday night, he picked up his 5th foul early in the third quarter, so about 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, and he was benched
and then
up until the 7-minute mark. Yeah. And then it was crapshoot after that. They could not score offensively. They couldn't stop the basket. Brown comes back into the game with about 6-7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and guess what happens? They storm back and almost win that basketball game.
All right, let's hear the sound. Because now I'm ready to have an opinion on it. Because, all right, I'm glad you guys both are standing here thinking this about the player. So let's hear the quote after that Brooklyn game. Jaylen Brown was very unsatisfied after the loss to the Nets.
What's my initial takeaway? If you come ready to play or don't come at all.
That quote there has, I know that they stunk against Brooklyn, okay? I am not even looking at the Brooklyn game. Take it out of it. Come ready to play or don't come at all. I thought that was a message, an underlying message. He's now the number one guy. They don't have a roster set up for him to be successful along with the team's success. I took it as that. I took it as there's guys here that Joe Mazzulla is and isn't playing, by the way. Like, for example, last night they actually played Simons into the second half. They haven't been doing that at all. And he was great yesterday. I think there's so many layers to the come ready to play or don't come at all outside of the effort that they gave in Brooklyn.
So you're saying that it's a little bit more than just the mentality? There's more to that?
Come ready to play or don't come at all. And I think that maybe he feels that way about the season.
So he feels away from an organizational standpoint, from the front office to the coaching staff to the players on the roster. It's not just the effort on a game-to-game basis.
Correct.
I would think you're fair to say that. Because what has this ownership group and front office done this season to kind of disprove that? They really haven't done a lot. You look at the roster, and it's stripped down from what it was a year ago. You said at the top of this, it's assets. Skaz has said on the Green Teamer since the start of the season, this is like the prove-it year to see if you can play with Jason Tatum. And also, that's just another crappy message to send, by the way, to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown talks today in that live stream clip that he had. He thought about leaving, and Brad Stevens thought about moving him. And the message is...
That's throwing Brad Stevens under the bus, isn't it?
It is. I want to get to that.
I have a take on that as well.
Go ahead. Go. You guys go. I'm getting out of the way here.
But the point is with all this is that Brown is saying, yeah, I want to win this season. And the Celtics saying, well, this is really the season to figure out if we need to have these players on the team with Tatum. Not really about you, Brown. No. We want to see if Jason Tatum can come back to this team and win. And the players on this team. And maybe, is Jaylen Brown included in that? Huh. Maybe it's not just, the Josh Minots, the Anthony Simons. Maybe Jaylen Brown's included in that. And does he feel slighted by that?
I would say yes. Skaz?
I understand the point. You're trying to say that, the Celtics didn't put Jaylen in the best possible position. There's no way to argue that. The roster is not up to snuff. It's not an elite. It's not even a very good roster. It's a borderline fringe playoff roster. I think Jaylen knew that going into the year. I think in the offseason, if you had asked Jaylen Brown, and I'm sure we could pull some of his quotes, he would talk about, Celtics basketball, playoff push, we're going to win games. I think maybe it's a little tougher than he thought, doing it on a nightly basis, doing what, Jason Tatum and some of the other, number one options on these teams have to do. I think that maybe it's a little more taxing than Jaylen Brown thought. This is something that we haven't really discussed, but Jaylen Brown is playing his fewest minutes per game on average since the 2018-2019 season. To me, that's staggering. It might be strong, but that's staggering to me. The fact that Jason Tatum is out and Jaylen Brown is averaging 32.5 minutes per game, where the last 5 years he played 34, 34, 36, 33.5, 34.5. Like, that's interesting to me. Why is Jaylen Brown playing less now that Jason Tatum is out? I wonder if Jaylen Brown also, kind of feels that way, that he should be out there more. I wonder if that's part of it.
You guys are adding layers to my take. And I just find it hard to... I like Jaylen Brown a lot. And I think he's done a lot for himself, that city, all that. I just think when that man speaks, it's way beyond basketball. And that come ready to play or don't come at all just reminded me more of effort. Outside of effort, it just reminded me of so much more.
If Jaylen Brown... We're all hypotheticals here, but say it's not about the roster construction in the offseason, because it seems like an odd time for him to make that comment. We're not even at Thanksgiving. The team's been okay, staying afloat.
And playing better of late. Who just had the stinker? Who
on this team has been, the biggest disappointment so far? For me, I would say Chris Boucher is probably number one.
Oh, my God.
A guy who can't get on the court, and when he does is, useless, basically.
Are you talking about, like, new additions? Or
not even. So I was going to say Boucher.
Derek White.
And I would say Derek White and Peyton Pritchard. Do you think that there's a chance that Jaylen Brown is frustrated with, the options that were already here that aren't playing? I mean, does he feel like, these are Tatum's guys and they were, in sync with Tatum and had that two-man game with Tatum, and now that it's me, life ain't so easy. These games aren't so easy. So to me, maybe that's part of it.
It goes back to, this is the tryout team for can you play with Jason Tatum? That's what this goes back to, because, Derek White and Pritchard, you can say those are Tatum's guys, but these are the players who are trying out to be part of that group next season. And that's a terrible message to send.
Terrible.
It's actually embarrassing. That's the message.
I've been saying for weeks, I feel like Joe Mazzulla plays his guys and not the other guys. What I mean by the other guys are the might not played last night, but I'm talking like he doesn't play Simons late in games. He plays his guys. Hugo Gonzalez is one of them, I guess, if you really want to throw him in there. The guys that are part of the Jason Tatum Celtics, he plays. The guys that probably aren't a part of next year's team, he doesn't play down the stretch. He sticks to his guys constantly. And maybe you're adding to it that it's Jason Tatum's guys. I'm saying it's Joe Mazzulla's guys. And I think that Jaylen Brown's starting to realize they're not his guys.
So is he the L-caster? Is he the L-sider?
Probably.
So can they coexist then? Like, we go back to this argument.
I definitely think they can. I think that's why
he's here. But then what is
this?
This season is putting an arrow
it's
through
a
that.
message at ownership is what you or management. That's what I think. They put a half-assed team out there for him to be the number one guy. And I think that, it's kind of come ready to play or don't come at all. Is this team ready to play and win a championship?
I don't know. Definitely not.
So why come at all?
So is this what Brown's philosophy is?
I'm speculating. I don't know that. Of course.
I know, but I'm trying to facilitate that.
Yeah,
that to the next point.
I think if you hear what Jaylen Brown... Listen, Jaylen's having a hell of a year. It's been awesome. Team stinks.
If the Celtics were near the top of the Eastern Conference, he'd probably be an MVP conversation. He's been that good.
Yeah, and you know what? They could have done that, but they played so bad early on that we can't even have that conversation. I mean, do you think there's a chance this year we can have that conversation?
Maybe.
Where is the campaign from the Celtics for Jaylen Brown MVP? Where's that campaign?
You can't make a campaign that doesn't exist.
Well, listen, they did it with a lot of other guys.
Yeah, but Marcus Smart won Sixth Man of the Year. Like
you don't got to
Peyton Pritchard
and lose.
I'm just.
He's not in the MVP race.
I'm not saying he is, but my point is that if the Celtics were playing at a better level of basketball and were winning games, he would be in that conversation. Because the second point of all this discussion, by the way, and I'll pose this question to you: why is Brown reflecting now? He's in the middle of the season, pretty much at the start of the season, but getting toward the middle. This isn't the time you reflect. We're not like we're at the All-Star break or we're toward the end of the season. The Celtics are at the start of their season, and their best player is reflecting on previous seasons. So I guess to kind of turn it all on its head, is Brown mailing in this season too? If you're reflecting like that? Because he's not even reflecting on just the recent game. He's going back to Tracy McGrady and potentially being traded with Brad Stevens years ago.
I thought that was... See, again, my take was original regarding his feelings. Then I heard the Tracy McGrady stuff. All I'm saying, let me just ask this one more question. Do you think hearing the McGrady stuff after everything we discussed gives still an opportunity for him not to be here long term? Yes.
I think so.
How can you not?
Of course.
He thought about leaving.
And chose not to. And he's invested himself into the city with the community events and his 747.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
And Brad Stevens, he named as someone who would move him. Like, think about that. And if they traded him now, I'd hate it. Right? Because, like, if you're going to make this huge... Like, I would have sold... Hey, we're going to trade... Celtics going to trade Jaylen Brown, but you guys have to take all these contracts with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's a lot of money, but, like, instead they dumped off guys for nothing to just save money. So the Porzingis thing is why I bring this up. Like, they traded for a guy that got released, right? That was released. It was a G League guy, essentially. It was a waste. I look at it as this season overall is wasting a year of Jaylen Brown's prime. And I think he's frustrated.
Most certainly. We've known this since the preseason. Joe.
I think he's frustrated with it.
I think he is too. And how could he not be? Do you blame him?
No, this isn't me crapping on him by any
No,
means.
I'm not blaming him either. That's my point.
I think it's
he's
a bad
right.
look on the Celtics.
Terrible look on the Celtics.
That's where I'm going.
First year of a new ownership group, and this is the team you roll. And they were handed in a crazy circumstance with Jason Tatum going out, and nobody could have predicted that. But it didn't have to be this bad.
Yeah. And I just want to say this too. Oh, we have. I think we're going to have a guest here in a second, but just to hear me out on this one more time, I think this is a Celtics problem, not a Jaylen Brown problem. Does that make sense?
100%.
I feel like he's upset with the Celtics. It's not me going at. It's not me going at Jaylen Brown for his comments. I think his comments show his frustration. That's all.
What if all this, though, is setting up for Jaylen Brown to say, hey, listen, the Celtics wanted to get rid of me. I wanted to stay here. I invested in this city, and now they are putting a season out where they don't even want me. Like, could this just be another PR move to the fans of saying, yeah, I wanted to be here, but the Celtics obviously didn't want me, so I want out?
Because what are we doing right now? We're getting behind him and blaming
blaming ownership. We're blaming the front office.
See
We're
what I
blaming
mean?
Brad Stevens, Bill Chisholm, all these guys.
Yep. All right, let's pause on the this is good Celtic stuff. This is the only thing we could really talk about with the Celtics because it's not really been about what's on the court. But I did want to tell you guys about what's going on. You guys know the Harlem Globetrotters, right? The Harlem Globetrotters are celebrating their 100-year tour. It's coming to TD Garden December 26th at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at harlemglobetrotters.com. And, hey, throughout the month of November, you can use code GIVING to get up to 40% off all tickets. And joining us here on 98.5 The Sports Hub, it's Too Tall Winston joining us. What's going on, Too Tall? It's Joe Murray. How are you, man?
What's up, Joe, man? How you doing?
Good. You've had a long day. This morning you were with my guys. You were showing them how to dribble. You were spinning balls off their fingers. You've been going at it all day, man. What's going on with the Globetrotters? You enjoying your time in Boston here?
Man, I love coming to Boston, man. I was at the game the other night, saw Boston get a big win, so definitely it's always a blessing to come to TD, come to Boston. There's so much sports history here. And I can't wait to be bringing the Harlem Globetrotters back for the 100-year tour at TD December 26th. So it's going to be great. So, dude, you got an interesting story. Maybe you could share it with our listeners. But how did you become a Globetrotter? And I heard the story earlier today, but pretty cool that you're a part of the 100th tour that they're having. Absolutely. So how I became a Globetrotter, I did a movie back in 2017 called Uncle Drew with Kyrie Irving. So I got a chance to meet Kyrie, play pickup basketball with him, and it was a Globetrotter there at the time. And I got a chance to play on this team, and I shot the ball extremely well. I've always been a really good shooter.
And guy comes up to me and asks me, where do I play basketball at? Do I play overseas? Have I played overseas? And I was like, yeah, I'm just looking for my next gig. So shortly after that, a month later, I got a call from the Globetrotters to come back to a trial October the 9th to trial for the team. And now I've been with the team 9 years, 48 different states, 25 different countries. I've broke over 8 Guinness World Records, but I still hold 6 of those currently. It's been an amazing journey so far.
So I got to ask you, who's a better ball handler, you or Kyrie Irving?
If we're doing 2 basketballs, I think I got him. We're doing 1 basketball, man. Hey, listen, I'm about to give it up to one of the best ball handlers that ever touched it, man. But if we're doing 2 basketballs, I got a couple tricks in my bag that Kyrie can't do.
All right, man. What's your backstory here? You played ball. Are you from Alabama? Are you an Alabama guy?
Alabama guy, Roll Tide all day long. But I went to HBCU. I went to Tuskegee University, where I got my degree in business. But before that, I played at Marion Military Institute as well, where I got my associate's degree. Then after that, played some semi-pro in Georgia, played some in Florida, did a little stint in Mexico and Canada. Then after that is when I did the movie with Uncle Drew. So I was a 4-year starter in high school, started as a freshman, and just started playing basketball when I was 3 years old. My dad always told me, shoot for the moon. If you miss the moon, you'll hit the stars. So he's always told me to prepare for an opportunity before that opportunity comes. And that's one thing I just try to instill in kids is put the hard work in early, be a good people person, have respect, have good character. And then as long as you keep God first, anything is possible in this world.
All right, I'm going to ask you a Celtics question, man. They won the championship. They lose last year to New York. A little bit of a different season without Jason Tatum, but what are your thoughts on Jaylen Brown's game with Jason Tatum this year?
Man, JB played pretty good last night, man. One thing I love about JB's game is he gets downhill. He definitely seeing him last night. He definitely like he's gonna put on some more muscle too as well. And he's always been a very athletic guy. He's shooting the ball well, but also not only that, he's facilitating well. But I think those two are a great duo, man. I hope that Jason Tatum comes back healthy because I definitely think their window is still open. I like the addition of Anthony Simon. Yeah. He shot the ball extremely well yesterday. Prince's playing well. Derek White has always been a reliable guy. So they definitely got a great core group there. So once Tatum come back and they come back strong and healthy, the Celtics is definitely going to be a team that can contend within the East.
Is there a trick you haven't mastered yet that you're still working on?
A trick that I haven't mastered yet? Yes, it's a trick I've always can dribble 3 basketballs, but it's a juggling trick that I can do that I'm trying to learn how to do. I do 2 in a circle, so I'm trying to get the one where I'm doing 3 basketballs in a circle, like they're juggling off the floor. So I've been practicing. I'm almost got it. You give me about a couple of more days, I say a week, I'll have it perfected.
What do you think's the best move in NBA history? I always loved the God Sham God. I don't know if you remember that move. You throw it out like Tim Hardaway had the UTEP 2-step, right? What was something that you always? Oh, there you go. You beat
me to it. That's what So either that or I would say now, man, it's an old move, but it's still reliable. It's the between leg snatchback. Because everybody wants to go to cut a defender off real well. You see James Harden use it, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson. So many guys use that inverted snatchback so well, especially if you can shoot off of it. So if you can shoot off of it, you can count off of it. So that inverted between the leg snatchback is so deadly to defend, especially if you got height and you're quick off of it. So definitely that's probably one of the deadliest moves in the game of basketball.
I used to use the Sham God in the streets of Boston, and sometimes they would steal it from me because I was a big man, and they would, and I'd be like, "Man, I almost had you there." Real quick, so you can see Too Tall Winston. He was on Nesson this morning, so go to their YouTube page. I'll reshare it as well so you can see it. He did some tricks. I saw you spin the ball right on Adam Kaufman's finger like it was a parrot, like a parrot you'd put on someone's shoulder there, man. Just real quick, sometimes it's not about how you play; it's how you look. You guys got some new uniforms for the 100-year anniversary?
Absolutely. Shout out to Jeff Hamilton, man. He designed some brand new uniforms for us this year. We got a red, white, and blue uniform. Those will be available at the games as well. At TD, they'll be there. But very soon, they'll be online where you can purchase those jerseys as well. You can learn about some of my teammates on our website at harlemglobetrotters.com. And like I said, you already announced the promo code is giving for 40% off of those tickets. And we're just excited to be back, man, in one of the best places in the world as Boston, man. There's so much history there, so we can't wait to be back.
He's Too Tall Winston, everybody. You'll see him. I'll share the information on my Twitter as well. Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour is coming to TD Garden, the December 26th, 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. show. Mr. Winston, appreciate your time, man. Best of luck. Enjoy your time in Boston, and we'll see you the day after Christmas.
Absolutely. Happy holidays. Thank you guys so much.
You got it. It's Too Tall Winston, and he joined us here on 98.5 The Sports. That was always my favorite move, was the Sham God. I used to roll the balls out on that one. And then the UTEP two-step, man, Tim Hardaway, couldn't even see the ball. And when I go to these Globetrotter games, they're fun. I'd like to get a line on that game, though. Can we?
You got to bet on the Globetrotters.
Well, I think we know who wins, right?
That's true. All right, that's fair.
The only thing I would have liked to have asked, a great guest, though.
Great guy, yeah.
In on that. But does he ever feel bad for, like, the Washington Generals? Like those guys? They got to go home at night, too.
Has there ever been a scandal?
Yeah, has there ever been a betting scandal in the Harlem Globetrotters League?
Is there any point shaving?
I wonder if there was, though. So, hey, the Globetrotters is fun. I'm telling you, if you want to take the kids out, it's a great time. They have, like, mascots. They let the audience do a bunch of things, so... anyways, all right, we got a break, right? Let's do that. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Essential Sports Hub headline presented by
right, back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Don and Carver's on the line. Don?
There's no business like Joe, business like Joe, business I know. How you doing, Joe?
How you doing?
Hey, let me tell you something. That guy is one hell of a representative of the Globetrotters.
That's right.
That guy could sell me on anything. I'm ready to go over there now. Listen, yeah. But I called about the Flacco jersey thing. I tuned in late. Did you already talk about that?
No, go ahead. No, we haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, Flacco, you know this, right? Flacco went into the Patriots locker room and took off his jersey, gave it to May, and then asked May to give him his, and he wanted May to autograph it, and he did so. Now, usually it's the opposite. The young guy goes to the older guy, the veteran. But he walked right in there right after the game, and he got really torn apart by the Cincinnati fans for doing it. But my read on this is that the national press got hold of it and blew it up to a big story. And I'm sure it's happened numerous times. But because of Drake May being the darling right now, the quarterback darling, it was blown up, and we got ourselves a gem, Joe.
Oh, we got ourselves a gem. Don, happy Thanksgiving to you, my man. Appreciate you always.
And you also have a great holiday. Right. And Skaz, you also.
That's right. Skaz is in
Thank
there.
you, Don.
Take care.
Thanks, Don. Don't run into any bears now, all right? All right, I'm going to take this call. I know we're up against it, Skaz. We got in or out coming up next. We got plenty of time. We got nothing else going on. But Matt is in Reading. He wants to talk. What's up, Matt?
Yeah, my fucking phone. Oh,
hey!
Sorry.
Hey!
You had to go to one more call.
Hey!
That's what we like to call a no-doubter in the business.
Well, stream wins again, everybody. Let's just in or out. It's coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
Well, at the moment, he's not going on into reserve, but he's not going to play the next couple of weeks. And we got Monday Night Football tonight. Panthers, 49ers, Niner. Who's going to win? I don't know. Kind of lean the underdog, but I need some time to digest. Hey, we got in or out. I'm Joe Murray, and this hour of the Sports Hub's brought to you by Super Service Today. Winter's coming. Don't get caught in the cold. Book your home heating system health and safety check with the Super Service Today. They offer New England's most comprehensive heating system and safety check. Schedule now at superservicetoday.com. Super Service Today. I'm Joe Murray. It's time for In or Out.
This is what happens when analysts take over the game, take over the sport.
This is where you talk sports.
It happens all the time.
The Sports Hub.
Are you in or out? Gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is guaranteed.
It's what we've had for the Patriots season so far.
Vrabel's been consistent, though, about following up with guys who got fired. Even the guy that got fired in Tennessee where he was before. So did they speak? I think they would have. Hey, so how about that defense on the Giants?
Not good. I don't know if you want to bring that in here.
Yeah, hey, no.
That's what I'm saying.
This is a Vrabel guy, just so you guys know. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they can always bring people in during a stretch run, right? The defense is without their coordinator.
Yeah.
Why not? I mean, they already have, what's his name there with the, who's the guy who made the game plan, Skaz? Former Giants there. He's been with the team for 2 years. Why am I...
Not Stretch.
No. Remember he did the plays early on this year?
McAdoo? Who are we talking about?
McAdoo.
Oh, Ben McAdoo.
He's here already. Is that all the old Giants? Why not?
All right, we will head to New York for this next one. I want to call him a friend of the Red Sox, Hal Steinbrenner. And maybe this quote will shed some light on why he's become a friend of the Red Sox. Hal Steinbrenner said it is not fair to assume the Yankees make a profit. He says he doesn't really want to get into it, but that's not a fair statement or an accurate statement. Everybody wants to talk about revenues. They need to talk about our expenses as well. Gentlemen, are we in or out on the owner of the New York Yankees saying it is not fair to assume the Yankees make a profit?
I don't want to hear anything about your money. I don't care about your money. You're the New York Yankees, and your father would be pissed.
I think every time I say Yankees, he makes at least $20 by it just coming out of my mouth.
Yes. I mean, but you don't have enough Seinfeld bobbleheads, right? The spitters. You don't have enough of that. I don't want to hear baseball owners complain to me about profits. Screw. Especially the Yankees. You look like you play for one of the Yankees. Next.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be a strong out. We had some kicker talk today on the Sports Hub. We mentioned Andy Borregales a little earlier in the show. But a lot of K-ball talk recently around the NFL with kickers becoming so good and hitting field goals from just about anywhere on the field. Gentlemen, are we in or out on the NFL letting the kickers take the K-balls wherever they please now?
Sure. But it's never, ever, ever going to be on the up and up.
Didn't they used to do this like a few decades ago? The kickers could just take the balls anywhere and just do what they wanted with them?
So you used to be able to take them everywhere and do what you want. Then they changed it where they got them 90 minutes, 2 hours before kickoff. And then in the last couple of years, they changed it again where now the kickers can do whatever they please.
So is this the NFL basically showing that Deflategate meant nothing?
Joe... I can't do Deflategate talk anymore.
I'm out. Now I'm out.
Can't do. Where's Michael Hurley?
I'm out. Where is he?
I'm in, Joe. I want to see some 80-yarders made.
No, listen.
I want to see what they can do to these balls.
I'm down with it.
Like load them up with helium?
Just watch it go to the moon.
I just want to let you know that they used Tom Brady as an example.
True. Now it means nothing.
It means
years
nothing
later.
to me. You did that and went to court. Portnoy got fired. I got arrested. Sorry, he got arrested for it. Who's singing right now? Is that Mandy Moore? No clue who that is.
Gentlemen, Black Friday is approaching, and our friends over at Wendy's are going to lean into the 6-7 meme this Black Friday, and they will be selling their iconic Frosties for just 67 cents.
Oh,
Gentlemen, are we in or out on 67-cent Frosties?
And do you know? So I went to a remote over the weekend with Street Team Joe. It was called Augusta's. It was awesome. Like, when I tell you the food was fantastic. but they gave me a frap. I asked for a strawberry and vanilla frap. And I wanted to dip my chicken bite in the frap. So, 6-7 in. Would you get 2?
I think I get 3.
Oh, whoa.
One for breakfast, one for lunch.
Would you get a tray? Don't just get 4.
Yeah, get the just fill out the tray. Every flavor they got.
Maybe you can get a 5th one in the middle there if you really need it.
No, I'm 100% in because obviously Thanksgiving break's coming up. I'm home more. Obviously, holidays coming in. I was driving. Of course, I'm from Lancaster, next to Clinton. They just put in a Wendy's near us. It used to be a 30-minute drive to the nearest Wendy's. Now it's only 10 minutes, Joe.
Major bag alert.
Exactly.
He knows exactly what I'm talking about. Bag alert. Major bag alert. Oh, the junior double bacon cheeseburger with 4 nuggets.
I'm a big Baconator guy.
Oh, the big Baconator.
Or when they had the what was it, like the spicy nugs or whatever, where they just drench it with every. Oh, those are so good. In on those. In on Wendy's as a whole.
Wendy's is great.
All right, gentlemen, last year around the holidays, we had the Kansas City Chiefs Hallmark movie that was a reimagining, whatever you want to call it, of the Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift love story that swept the entire nation. This year, Hallmark is giving us another football movie. This year, it will be Holiday Touchdown, a Bills love story.
Out.
Lifelong Bills fans Morgan and Gabe grew up as neighbors in the shadows of Highmark Stadium. They will attempt to find love in Buffalo at Christmas. Gentlemen, are we in or out on a Buffalo Bills themed Hallmark love story?
I'm out. You know what they should have done here, Joe? Have you seen the couple in Cleveland, the Browns fans, who met at a Browns game and then got engaged at a Browns game and then did a whole wedding ceremony before the game, like before kickoff this year?
No.
We're going to find that on Twitter. They met at a Brown. They're diehard super fans.
Did they pay
met
for
at
it?
a Browns
Who
game.
paid for it?
I don't know.
The Browns better.
But it was just
a
whole tailgate thing. They had a giant wedding.
Oh my
everybody
God!
Was there
Imagine your wedding, Skaz, being a giant tailgate.
Out.
Would it be cheaper though?
Depends on parking, Joe. It all depends on parking.
Wait, this could be a Buffalo tailgate, though, right?
Ketchup and mustard involved.
In this situation?
I'm breaking some tables.
Oh, you're putting the bride through a table, baby.
That's had to have happened. Had to have happened in Buffalo.
Oh, yes. Hey, yes. In.
I've heard that, or I shouldn't I say I've heard, I read moments ago that Scott Norwood, Sean McDermott, and others will appear in this movie.
Wide left.
Wide left, yes. I hope he's recovered from that.
Is that all? Is that that guy lived on forever.
It's like the Wade Boggs of the NFL.
Yeah, but Wade Boggs didn't really screw up. Besides wearing women's underwear, and he.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bill.
Buckner.
Yes, yeah, that's right. The Bill Buckner of the NFL.
Okay, now
My apologies.
Now I understand.
Yeah. Yes, Bill Buckner.
Okay.
All right, gentlemen, we'll head to the movies for our last couple. James Cameron, the crazy guy from the Titanic there, has co-directed a Billie Eilish concert movie that will be released in theaters on March 20th, 2026. Gentlemen, are we in or out on a James Cameron Billie Eilish concert movie?
I'm out.
It's probably going to be cool, though.
I don't get, the appeal of these concert movies, though.
What is a concert movie?
I feel like there's, two. You have, remember, the Taylor Swift thing they did?
Like the Eras. Didn't she have, an Eras?
Yeah, where they'd, go in and watch, the whole tour.
But that was good.
I guess. I wasn't exactly
You didn't watch the Eras tour?
No, I didn't. My sisters did.
I thought it was fantastic. I went to the movie theater with 98.5 The Sports and watched it. And I held a cardboard cutout all night.
Right next to you?
Of Taylor.
Of Tay-Tay just right next to you?
Yeah, I took pictures with people with a Tay-Tay.
I think I got one. I'll show you my phone I got to find. They had one at the dining hall, just T-Swift prop up for the Super Bowl, so we got a picture with her.
Did Beyonce do a movie? I feel like...
I know she was in Austin Powers.
No, but I meant her concert. I think I'm in on this, guys.
I don't get the appeal.
I like Billie Eilish. No?
I just don't get the appeal. You could put one of my favorite bands. I feel like I still want to go.
2023, Beyonce did a film called Renaissance. I don't know if that's...
that might have been it.
Okay.
Because this ain't Texas. I have an in or out.
Please.
Just came over. Twinkies is making a candy bar. Are you in or out on a Twinkies?
Well, hold on.
What type of bar?
Yeah, we need more information here.
Is this like a
It
chewy
says
bar? Is this more like
it
a
looks
Hershey's
like a Hershey bar with like the square, like you know a Hershey is the square.
Yeah, but like Twinkie flavor.
And it says with a soft, creamy filling.
I think I'm out.
I'm also out.
Okay, I have found it.
I want a Twinkie to be soft, spongy, with cream.
Have you ever had a fried Twinkie before?
Oh yeah.
Those are
At a
game
fair.
changer.
At a fair.
Yeah, game changer.
Oh, I had a deep fried Oreo for the first time. Oh baby.
That's a life-changing experience. Like that makes you realize how lucky we really are.
Oh. Oh. I would deep fry my shoe. I bet you it'd taste great.
What's the weirdest thing you think you've ever eaten that's been deep fried, Joe?
The best thing I've ever had is a deep fried rib in Dallas. They made the rib, sauteed it, put the rub all over it, and then the sauce.
And then just fried
Then
it
they
up.
fried it and put the sauce back on it.
Okay, that actually.
It was absolutely amazing.
It sounds funky, but it sounds good.
It was amazing.
I've had deep fried Rocky Mountain oysters, so that's.
I had deep fried alligator in New Orleans. Or was it crocodile? It was an animal. It was one of those.
Yeah, deep fried testicles is probably
out.
Yeah, they weren't terrible.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, that was in Colorado. I feel like people are eating them. You gotta try them.
Anything else?
Sure, why not? We got two more. Brendan Fraser says he would love to return for a new installment of The Mummy. Are we in or out on the return of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser?
Remember the movie when he was the chubby guy?
The Whale, I believe, is what it was called.
How'd that go?
I think they won an award for it.
Okay, and now he wants to go back to The Mummy.
Yes. He's also in a movie that's out right now called Rental Family that looks kind of interesting.
I liked him in Airheads, and I liked him in Encino Man.
I was a big George of the Jungle kid growing up.
Jungle,
Great movie.
Another one, yeah. He's done a lot of, like, I don't want to say the word cartoons, but throwbacks? Airheads was my favorite. Him and Adam Sandler. You ever see that movie?
No, I haven't. That's one that always pops up on like Netflix or any streaming
it
site. I
wasn't a
just never
good
clicked
movie.
on it.
But it's with him, Adam Sandler, who wasn't really big yet, and Steve Buscemi.
Okay.
And they're in a band, but they want to get their tape played so bad that they fake a hostage setting at a radio station with like water guns. And it was supposed to be a play on funny, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Chris Farley was in it.
Okay, so
good.
it's like mid '90s.
Yeah, it's called Airheads.
Yeah.
And it's a rock
Like
and
I
roll
said,
movie.
I've seen it a million times. I've never checked it out.
And
I've seen the cover a million times, I should say.
Adam Sandler was the drummer. And he was quiet. Steve Buscemi was crazy. Which normally he is, right?
Well, they have Chris Farley as, because I feel like
Cop.
he's a hit in everything.
He was a cop.
Yeah.
He ripped out some guy's nipple rings.
Okay, I feel like I've seen that clip before. That's something that sounds very familiar, and it shouldn't.
That would hurt, right?
Yeah. That's got to be one of the most painful things I feel like.
I would never want to do that.
What hurts more, getting it in or getting it ripped out?
There's a drop.
I don't know. In or out? You tell me.
I'm going to vote out.
Anything
All right,
else?
gentlemen. We will wrap up with this one tonight. Scarlett Johansson will star in Mike Flanagan's new Exorcist movie. Gentlemen, are we in or out on a new Exorcist movie? And are we in or out on ScarJo starring in it?
Yes. In. Now, here's the deal. I do love the Exorcist movies. I like the prequels as well. She'd have to be the mother, correct? Like, is she the one that's possessed, or would it be...
I'm not familiar with the Exorcist. I mean, I know the general plot, but
Exorcist is about a young girl that was possessed, I guess, by the devil.
Allegedly.
And then the priests had to come and save it. But then things happened. And the mother. A lot of twistings of the head.
Sounds like have you seen Hereditary? She loses one of her kids, and then that causes her to kind of drives her insane, and then she gets taken over by the devil.
What I like about Scarlett Johansson is she's not afraid to take a chance. Like, for example, her and Colin Jost, I like that.
I feel like she's in like so many. She's gone from Marvel to she was in Sing.
She was in The Chef.
Yeah,
one of my
she's, like,
favorites.
she was in the new Jurassic Worlds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see that one yet. Is that Chris Pratt in that?
It was like Chris Pratt, and then now they got new ones. I think she's the main character in those. I haven't seen them yet. I like the Chris Pratt ones a lot. Originals are better, obviously, but can't go wrong with an island with dinosaurs. So.
All right, cool. All right, well, that's it, huh? In or out?
That is going to wrap up a Monday night edition of In or Out.
All right, Mark, what's your favorite thing on Thanksgiving?
I gotta go anything with potatoes, mashed potatoes, mainly. But if you give me a potato, I'll
You
mow it
love
down.
potatoes,
I'm a
huh?
potato guy. I watched The Martian last night with my brother. Favorite part was when they were growing the potatoes on Mars.
So, do you like a baked potato?
I love a baked potato, some cheese in there.
Okay. What about an au gratin potato?
What? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna be
It's like
honest.
a circle potato with cheese.
Well, that sounds good.
Okay.
You know what I want to try? Have you seen like the TikToks of Spud Brothers, the guys from the UK, where it's like they have a potato and then you get to choose like a cheese you want. They'll put like gravy, salt and pepper, and just a bunch of other stuff. They'll put like some chips in it. It's just like some crunchy stuff. I don't even know what it is. Looks so good. That's on the bucket list of things to eat.
Okay.
You haven't seen those guys? They have like the food trucks.
Maybe I need
Spud
to.
Brothers.
Maybe.
It looks good.
That feels like it should be in Joe Murray's doom scrolling algorithm.
Yeah, it's
now
like
that
he's just like, hey, come up. He's like, what do you want? He gets like a fresh baked potato. They just load it with stuff, put it in a tray, hand it off, and you're on your way. They have like 2-hour lines for it.
I would like that. Do you like the skin of a baked potato?
Not really.
I love the skin of a baked potato.
Not a big skin guy.
Did you have a Mr. Potato Head when you were a kid?
I did.
Yeah.
We had multiple. So we had a large Mr. Potato Head that fit the rest of the Mr. Potato Heads in it.
Okay.
Oh, Russian nesting doll of Mr. Potato Heads. I like that.
Have you ever shot a potato cannon?
Yes, I have actually.
Okay. Have you ever? I was going to say, have you ever smoked out of a potato? But what haven't you done with a potato?
I feel like a lot of things. There's a lot of things I haven't done with a potato.
Okay, but you love potatoes.
I do love potatoes.
And you like French fries.
I love French fries.
Do you ever cut potatoes to make French fries?
No, I haven't. No.
You rather have someone do that for you?
Yes. Closest I've come to homemade French fries is just popping them in the air fryer.
What about hash browns?
I love hash browns.
What's better, hash browns or home fries?
Home fries.
You like the stretched?
I just like the little square home fries.
See, that's what I like.
Yeah.
Home, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. There's difference.
And just load it with spices.
Yeah, because hash browns would be the
they're like
squares.
Yeah.
Home fries would be the
exactly. Yeah. I'm a home fry guy.
The shredded. Luke's mom made cookies for us.
You think we're getting cookies tomorrow, Joe?
I'm hoping and praying. But Luke's
so you want me to one up with a whole pie?
I just think that you've talked up your mom's pie now, and I feel like you need to deliver on it. So
yeah, I'll have a chat with her, see what she can do.
So let her know that I like the pie, and I'm digging what you're talking about here. Is there going to be whipped cream on it too?
Yeah.
3 different chocolates?
I think so.
Is there a crust?
Like I said,
like a crustable?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
There's a crust?
Yeah, I think it's store-bought crust, though.
Don't care. Whatever.
Like I said, I don't know what completely goes into it. I just know it's delicious.
Whatever comes from your mom.
It's like a gelatin chocolate, I think, almost, too.
Whatever comes from your mom is made with love, whether she made it or not. Right?
It is, yeah.
Thank you.
She puts it on the table, there's love.
That's right. All right, he's intern Mark, everybody. He goes to curry, and he likes potatoes. And he loves French fries, and someday we're going to talk about all 200 French fries. All right, we got to go to break. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Marco Sturm talking about the Bees. I'll make this quick because I know we'll get back to football and everything. Just wanted to kind of re-rack some things from over the weekend. The Bees have struggled of late. After winning 7 in a row, well, things have been a little different for the Bees as they've encountered a road trip here. They scored 6 total goals in their California road trip. Morgan Geekie has had 5 of them. Their biggest issue right now is penalties and points. They've left too many points on the table. So that's all there. And when you look at the ice, they're without McAvoy. They got Elias Lindholm back last night. Again, they can kill off penalties, but last night they gave up 1, and that was really the difference in the game. So this is what I saw today. Last week I brought up the Johnny Beecher stuff. Johnny Beecher was put on waivers. He's 24 years old. And I thought they could have at least got like a bag of pucks or something like that for him. This from Darren Dreger. Bruins, I just can't believe that you couldn't get something back for Johnny Beecher. And the reason I say this is the number of teams that didn't know, apparently, that they were going to put him on waivers. How do you not put out the call? I agree with that. I even said that last week. It's poor asset management. So according to Darren Dreger, the Bruins didn't even tell teams? That's irresponsible. I don't know the full story on that one, but if that's true, I don't like it. And I'm not going to sit here and make a big stink out of Johnny Beecher. I'm just, they moved on from a former first-round pick and got nothing for him. Nothing. Not cool. Not cool. Just saying. It's really all I got on the Bees, everybody. They're on the road. It looks like now with Hellebuck not out right now, he's probably not going to play in the Olympics. I don't know that for a fact. But if that's the case, here comes Jeremy Swayman. So guys, let me ask you. Do you want McAvoy and Swayman playing for the Olympic team this year?
Yes.
Both?
Yeah.
So even though McAvoy, who got hurt last year playing for the United States, you want him, you're going to allow him to play? Yes. Yep.
I don't know how you tell guys like that they can't go.
Well,
especially in that league.
Swayman, great, go have at it. McAvoy? There was like a medical issue there. I mean, he just had a facial issue, right?
Well, not to cross sports here, Joe, but something that we didn't get to in or out is that we got announcements that Garrett Crochet and Garrett Whitlock will both be participating in the World Baseball Classic.
Got it.
Are you in or out on Garrett Crochet and Whitlock pitching in that?
Ooh, both off. Well, yeah.
It's your ace who pitched more innings than he's ever pitched in his career before this season.
It's your most important guy in the bullpen outside of Chapman.
Yeah, high leverage guy.
I get your point about how do you tell these guys no? Do I want Garrett Whitlock going and Garrett Crochet? No. Are they going to? Yes. So it's probably the same thing. Losing argument.
I think the McAvoy thing, I think you have a legitimate argument where he's been injured for his team. He was injured in the last international tournament and wasn't, good to go for his team down the stretch. I think that's all fair. If the Bruins are the one that pay, Charlie McAvoy's contract. If they have an issue with him going, I just wonder in that league with those guys how they treat international play, how they treated the Four Nations, which was basically a made-up tournament for our entertainment in place of an all-star game. And they treated it like it was, Game 7, like it was the gold medal game of the Olympics, because that's who hockey players are. I just wonder what message that sends to not only Charlie McAvoy, but other guys in that league if the Bruins are stepping on some toes telling him he can't play in that. I wonder if that reflects poorly.
Okay. All right. I think you're right, Guess. I'm just talk show Joe. Jenna's in Wakefield. Hello, Jenna.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
What's going down?
Nothing. I'm just calling to ask for your opinions on some Christmas decorations. Me and my husband have differing opinions, so I wanted to get your take.
All right, let's do it. What do you got?
So what do you think about giant inflatables in front of the house? Fun or tacky?
Well, Skaz, your thoughts?
I think they can be done well, but in most cases are a little too much.
Are you setting them up, Jenna, or is your husband?
No, he's purchasing them and setting them up, and our daughter's 3, so it's really more for her. But
Okay. And then here's the other thing, though. When the wind's really bad, those things are flimsy.
oh yeah, he's gonna have to chase them down the street.
So I would prefer the old regular Christmas tree lights. That's my thing. But
Like
if you
some
want
classy Christmas lights.
But if you want to go inflatables, sure.
So what brought you the magic when you were a kid? Is anything specific that we can? Any ideas for our daughter?
Ooh, what brought me the What brought you the magic, Skaz?
We used to do like reindeer food. I feel like we would I don't remember what it was exactly, but we would always it was like a craft or something where you'd have to put together a reindeer food. I remember thinking that was, quite cool as a child. Yeah, any sort of lights. I would, if the 3-year-old wants the giant blow up things, then you're getting the giant blow up things.
I went to Catholic school, and the candle was always a big thing. I don't know why, but that little candle in the window, that you can see from outside.
Yeah.
Just I don't know what it was, but I also grew up in Boston, so there was some really cool houses that went all out. And there was a little Italian area that we'd always put up. So
I always liked the candles in the windows. I never did those as a kid.
Yeah, but I like to travel to watch Christmas lights.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a couple good houses around us. We'll take her to for sure.
Yeah, do they do anything at the lake in Wakefield?
They do the tree lighting, and they have a little. The train that runs through here has the Polar Express.
The
tickets went on sale in October, and I missed it, and they're sold out. I'm so mad. They sold out in a day.
Okay, what else you guys brewing? What about star or angel at the top of a tree? What do you do?
Me growing up, we had an angel. It was 1,000 years old. It was actually a little scary looking. But now we got the nice star from the Dollar Tree.
Oh, Dollar Tree star, huh?
Yeah.
What about Drake May up there? Would you put him on the top of the tree?
What do you think? Would you put Drake May on the top of the tree, Mike?
No, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford, he says.
Oh!
On the top of the tree.
Thanks, Jen. I appreciate you. Ooh, was that an MVP shade right there?
Yeah, maybe an LA fan. You never know.
Matthew Stafford at the top of the tree?
Guy's the MVP right now.
All right, I think I've told you this story when I was a child. I listening to the radio as a young child.
Impressionable.
Somebody mentioned that they broke their star, or they forgot the top of the tree kind of thing. So I'm a child of the 80s. So it's a first memory of my lifetime because I was really young. Because I don't remember the 86 World Series. I don't remember the Patriots losing. You know what I mean? I don't remember a lot of that. But I do remember Doug Flutie being huge because he won the Heisman Trophy. And I remember someone found an article in the paper about Doug Flutie and put it on the top of the tree.
Flutie Flakes.
But you got to understand, this had to be 80... I mean, if I'm maybe 88, 89.
Joe Murray's first memory.
Yeah,
Doug Flutie on top of the Christmas tree.
In Boston, of course, right? Heisman Trophy winner.
We used to always have my Uncle Jimmy on the top of our Christmas tree.
Oh, really? Uncle Jimmy, huh?
Yeah, it was a big fight in the household growing up. My mom would try and put an angel or a star or something up there, and we had a laminated picture of my Uncle Jimmy in his Patriots sweatshirt, and he was a season ticket holder at Sullivan Stadium?
Oh,
yeah. He tried to rip the bleachers out the last game of the stadium.
Me too.
Yeah, he wanted them.
Me too.
He's now in Florida. He goes to a couple Bucks games a year. But yes, Uncle Jimmy, he will be at the top of my Christmas tree this year.
All right, Uncle Jimmy. Jimmy Skaz?
Not a Skaz.
Not a Skaz.
But the namesake still. First name.
Jimmy, Goodfellas. Jimmy! One more. Joe in the car. Joe.
Hey, Joe, just wanted to give you in and out because I know you went to Augusta this weekend. So I know there's my favorite sub there that I would get all the time when I was in school over there was the Explosion. I don't know if you saw it on the menu or you got told about it.
Is this the mozzarella
chicken nuggets?
Stick? Yes, okay, I saw it. Yep.
Yes. Yeah, chicken nuggets, mozzarella sticks, the fries, the gold sauce. Want to know what you think about it.
The gold sauce was incredible, by the way.
Did you try the Supreme sauce by chance with the cordon bleu?
The cordon bleu was amazing.
Second favorite sauce.
I had that. I really like the buffalo, believe it or not. Very good. And I'm not a honey mustard guy, but they had the best honey mustard I ever had.
They are my favorite place to go get chicken is a little far from me now, but it's my go-to sub. No matter what I want, it's where I go. And I'm glad you got to go and got to experience it too, because it's not many people know about it when I bring it up.
What's it called? What's the sub called again?
It's called the Explosion. The other one that I do is the Heart Attack, which is the
yes. Street Team Joe had that one. Yes, it's like a steak and cheese with all that stuff on it.
So my go-to for that was the Explosion. I mean, not the Explosion. The Heart Attack with the cordon bleu sauce.
I heard a lot about the cordon bleu.
It's the best, second best sauce they got compared to the gold.
Yeah. I did a video of me tasting all the sauces if you want to go look at it, at Joey Murray.
On your Instagram?
On my Instagram. I'm Joe Murray on Instagram, yep.
Perfect. I'll take a look at that. You guys have a great night. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I have pulled up the Explosion sub, Joe.
Oh, I saw it.
The description reads, a gut-busting 24 ounces.
24. Of
our famous chicken cutlets, 24 ounces of chicken cutlets, mozzarella sticks, French fries, and your choice of sauce.
I would probably go Gold Fever. You know what else they end up? Dude, did you see my sauce? There was a sauce video.
Oh, I watched the videos.
I'm a dipper.
I got them sent to me direct. I got inside sources.
I'm not a honey mustard guy, but I think it was their best. The garlic parm was just something different. Like, I've never had a creamy garlic parm before. That buffalo sauce was really good. Oh, they gave me some boom boom sauce too. A little spicy and a little sweetness.
I believe Street Team Joe may be joining us tomorrow night.
Oh.
I believe. We shall see.
He texted me tonight. He texted me the Jaylen Brown thing, by the way.
Boots on the ground.
All right. We got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Essential Sports Hub headline.
football right now. 49ers and Panthers. 7-0 Niners right now. Brock Purdy back at quarterback. Mac Jones, the backup. The 49ers might not make the playoffs and could be one of the best teams not to. Panthers also have a lot at stake because of the NFC South, right? Do you think Kyle Shanahan is long for the 49ers? Like, with these job openings, I wonder if Kyle, like, looking around the league, right? Aren't people more disciples of him than anybody, his dad, more than anybody else?
I think it's looked as like the McVay-Shanahan tree.
What makes you think he would stay in San Francisco? Like, look at their division, right? 49ers are in their way.
Well, the Rams and the Seahawks.
Seahawks now, too. That's what I'm saying.
But, like, what's a better spot than that?
New York.
No.
No, I'm saying New York is...
In what, like, other than it being New York?
Market, maybe?
But in the NFL, does that really even matter anymore?
Probably doesn't. What would be a good spot? Good question. Cowboys, definitely. Would they move on? You know, I think they're stuck with Schottenheimer right now. Bills. Buffalo Bills. Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, does Shanahan look at Josh Allen and say, I can win a Super Bowl with that guy? I can't with Brock Purdy?
Brock Purdy just threw an interception in the red zone, or in the end zone right there. So, Bengals? No, I would not leave San Francisco.
No, you're not leaving the 49ers for the Bengals.
I'm just spitballing here. So Giants, no.
Maybe he likes Jackson Dart, but I don't think you leave that job unless it's a sure thing.
Falcons, no.
No, he's not going back there.
What's a job to leave for?
I mean, the 49ers, I know they haven't been, the 49ers of like the 80s and 90s or whatever, but to me, that's still a premier franchise in the NFL.
The Bills is the only team.
Or the Cowboys. I think Cowboys is another one where you could talk me into that potentially. I don't think he'd do it, but you could talk me into selling the Cowboys.
So he's probably not leaving the 49ers.
If you're the 49ers, don't you do everything to keep him?
Yeah.
Even though he chokes in the biggest games?
He's successful, but he chokes. You're right.
He's the Chris Paul of the NFL.
But like McDermott's worse.
Yeah, agreed.
Like they might not make they might make the playoffs, but very interested to know all about that stuff. All right, we'll do the musings maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We got 1 hour to go. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub.
More Joe Murray coming up.
Planning, Drains by James, Slow Drain, Clog Drain. You need to contact Drains by James today at drainsbyjames.com. And this hour, the Sports Hub, of course, always is delivered to you by our good friends over at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit knowingoiloilchange.com. You'll save 50% of it next round. The oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray.
Here we go.
Boom. All right. Hey.
I'm pro boundaries.
Oh, okay. Okay. Passive aggressive when it comes to boundaries.
In what sense?
Okay.
I need more, Joe. I need more.
I already talked to Jake about this off the air. Okay.
Someone was stepping over the line?
I know someone that before I worked at the Sports Hub, not friendly, but friendly, but not friends. And feel like there's been a lot of I know Joe kind of thing, but you really just know me because I'm Joe on the Joe Show. But sometimes, like, there's got to be a boundary, right? Of like, we're not really friends.
An acquaintance.
I don't. I mean, barely.
What is this person doing to step over the said boundary?
Lots of contact. I'm not responding.
Not taking the hint.
It's not a hint. It's just you're not respecting my boundary.
I think that's a hint. If you're not responding at all, I'm saying. To me, that's a hint.
So, how do you feel about being passive aggressive?
Oh, big fan. I thoroughly enjoy being passive aggressive. I don't know if you could tell from my tone at night sometimes, but yes, that is something I revel in.
Yeah. I don't work that well with that. It's not really it. You like it?
In doses, yeah. I think it can be.
Just, can you respect people's boundaries this holiday season, please? Like, don't be nosy. Oh, you know what maybe we could do this tomorrow, Skaz. But there's a list of things not to talk about at the holiday dinner. And I'll have that for tomorrow night. How's that sound?
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Why not? It's the holidays.
No. No, like, there are things not to talk about.
Of course. Some of those are my favorite things to bring up, Joe.
Oh, yeah?
Of course. Can I give you a small thing on boundaries?
Please.
Not a whole big to-do. I got engaged this weekend, as you're...
Congratulations, James Scaramuzino!
Very well aware, Joe. Yes, thank you. I went out to dinner on Saturday night to celebrate, and we had kind of a rotating staff taking care of the table. Nice place. And, one person was taking the order, and another person would come and refill the drinks, and another person would come and check on us. So we didn't have like a concrete waiter or waitress, but one of the 3 to 4 waitresses that we would get repeatedly throughout the night. Number one, and I'm someone who worked as a bartender and wait staff before, they were coming to the table too frequently, like 6 times maybe during dinner, which just felt a little much, but that wasn't so much my issue. It's just a small issue, but one of the waitresses, when she would come over to the table, it was a little loud in there, so I don't blame her, but it was a 4-person table. It was just me and my fiance, I guess I should say. The woman would put both arms on the chair, like she's standing, and then she would put her head on the back of the chair rest and lean into the table to talk to us. To me, that was a little too close for comfort. That felt like a boundary. You don't need to be leaning over the chair onto the table to ask me if I want dessert. Maybe I was being a little,
no,
over the top, but
sorry.
If you're looking for a boundary, Joe, that was one that I felt was minorly crossed this weekend.
Valid. You handled it well. Can I give you another one? I went out to a restaurant with two of my friends I haven't seen in a while, and we wanted to catch up. So when we showed up to the restaurant, somebody goes, "Hey, it's Joe Murray. What's up, man? Big fan." I'm like, "Oh, what's up, buddy?" Gave him a fist pump and said, "Thanks for the kind words, man." So it's a square table, Skaz. So thanks, Jake, for all your help today. It was a square table with four chairs. I sat kind of on the inside, and my two buddies are on the outside. So on the outside was a spare chair. The guy comes over, and I go, "Don't sit down. Don't sit down." I kind of look like a jerk doing this, don't I? But I don't want the guy to sit with us. No.
Just a random guy.
Random guy that I already fist pumped and acknowledged. Goes, "I just wanted to tell you, man." And my buddies start ripping him. "Hey, bro, we told you not to sit down. What are you doing?" And I'm like, "All right, have at it, Hoss." "All right, get it out of the way. Let's go." And he wouldn't leave.
You have any takes or anything?
Nothing. No, because I think he was so, whatever he was.
I'm sorry. Come again?
Blacked out? Is that, you say that?
Why not? It's 9 o'clock.
But my boys were ripping. It was great.
It's good boys.
I didn't even need to do anything. Dude, listen, anyone who went to an event with me or sees me out and about, I'm always cool. I'm always cool.
I've seen it, and I've seen it in action, Joe.
Yeah, but come on, don't sit at the table.
Not when you're out to eat.
Sit at the table.
Yeah.
And I'm not above anybody else. I don't mean this to be a jerk or any way. Don't sit at the table. So I ended up, they asked me, "Would you like me to remove the chair?" And I said, "Please." And no one bothered us. But I'm not famous. I'm not any of that. Just respect the boundaries, please. Speaking of boundaries, what's Jordan Hudson's boundaries?
What a segue.
So she's going to sue Pablo Torre.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. She's definitely going to sue him. I believe that wholeheartedly.
But I don't think you can show a credential. I heard that was...
That's a no-no, Joe. As someone who's in the very, very minor leagues of going to games as a sports media member, big no-no is showing the credential, especially on social media.
Yeah. That's a big no-no. So she did that. But a couple of things happened this weekend. First off, Bill Belichick was with his son, and his son's wife went at Jordan over the weekend. You hear about this?
I did not know. I heard about the blow-up after the Duke game, I believe.
I think that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yes.
Bill just sat there and watched?
Seems like he's been doing a lot of that lately, Joe.
Not going to a bowl?
He's not going bowling this year.
Did you see how they lost?
I did. I was hoping you would bring this up. I would like the Joe Murray breakdown of how UNC lost this game.
What was his first words ever? Beat Duke, right? His first words?
Beat Duke.
Okay. They climb all the way back. I give North... Listen, I'll say this if I'm going to be fair about Bill. Underachieved, absolutely. But the team did get better. And he coached them better.
They went from brutally awful to okay.
To okay.
Yeah.
Not even mediocre.
Yeah, they're okay.
But field goal, fake field goal. What's Bill's biggest kryptonite? Special teams, right? Fake field goal, pitch to the outside to the 1 yard line. Bill. Beat Duke?
Bill.
Anyways, Jordan Hudson posts online she's suing Pablo Torre.
Please. For the content, please. Discovery alone would be... Oh, think of the content, Joe.
So Pablo Torre did a whole investigative podcast on Bill Belichick's his girlfriend, Jordan Hudson, saying UNC had essentially banned her from the football facility and that Bill's own family was deeply worried she was bad for his legacy and success. UNC came out saying that actually, no, she's allowed in the building. So what is it? Now I can see the all-star cheering that she does. Oh, look at that. She can put her two arms in the air with 1 foot down.
There is, for our sake, for entertainment's sake in general, I have to think someone, anyone, will intervene and say, hey, Jordan, maybe this isn't going to go
the way you
exactly how you think it's going to go, and discovery could be an issue for old Billy Belichick and Mikey Lombardi there.
Not cool. May I just add, the blowout happened.
Yes.
Then the lawsuit. Could the blowout have triggered the lawsuit?
It's a good question. Like she saw the coverage of her fight with was it Jen? Jen Belichick?
Jen Belichick, Steve's wife.
Team Jen, first of all.
Team Jen.
Second of all, I like it, Joe. I like a good theory. Her fight getting exposed with Jen now is such a bad look that the only way to fight back is to get into a very ugly
fight.
Like,
for example, Jordan's like, that's not true at all. You only read that because of a podcast. That's not true about me. And to prove it, she's suing Pablo. It's like her only, dude.
I'm glad you brought up Bill just sitting there, because that is kind of the underreported part of the story. The fact that he is just watching his 24-year-old girlfriend fight with his, I have to imagine, 35 to 45-year-old, daughter-in-law. What a comfortable event that must have been.
What are the non-negotiables at that Thanksgiving table?
I don't think they're spending the holiday together, Joe.
I don't either. What does Bill do on the holiday? What are they going to do? Go to the beach? Maybe do some dancing?
I probably got some pictures to take.
Pose?
What do you do? Never mind. Too many.
I know. We could easily go over the line.
Yes.
But I'm going to pull us back.
We're habitual line steppers, you know.
Oh, you know it. I wonder if she has a poop story.
Oh, boy. I mean, cheerleading, right? You're getting tossed in all different directions. Who knows? Shake something loose.
All right. We have a caller. That was, I think, a part of the chicken from the weekend. So Street Team Joe might be here tomorrow?
That is the rumor.
Oh, I can't wait. We're going to talk some Thanksgiving. He already had Thanksgiving again, remember?
Yeah, I forgot he double dips on Thanksgiving.
Chris is in Billerica. Hey, Chris.
Hey, what's up, bud?
Hey.
Actually, I'm not in Billerica anymore. I live up in Nashua now, but because I saw that you were at Augusta's over the weekend.
I was, yes. The one in Tingsboro. It's a brand new location.
Tingsboro, yeah, because it's grand opening.
Yeah,
but my question was, well, how was it? Like, did you like it? The chicken bites look good.
I loved the place, and I really mean that. They're, local, great people. The chicken bites are outstanding. So, dude, I will tell you this. The meatball sub was good, and they weren't frozen meatballs. Those were like someone made those hand meatballs. So the subs were good. Maybe you saw it and it didn't do it justice. Everything was fantastic all the way to the fraps, dude. I had an absolute blast, dude. They ran out of food that day. These guys, they ran out of food.
Did they actually? Wow.
No, for real. I'm not like kidding.
Oh, I'm not surprised whatsoever. No, they're notorious for their chicken bites.
Now, I would like to take credit for that. Because myself and Street Team Joe, we ate a lot of chicken bites. And Joe...
So the subs are good, though?
I legit... Dude, I really like the meatball sub. I thought it was good. Would I go there for meatball? I'd probably get like some sort of chicken cordon bleu if I was to go.
Okay.
But for real, you know what it is it's not... They're known for their chicken, but they offer... And they had a salad bar. Now, I'm not in on that, but you probably are.
That's right. They have one in Billerica, too, the salad bar in that one.
That's the original.
That's like I wouldn't go to my way to get a salad if you're going to like a chicken place, but that's pretty cool, though. I know. I saw your picture, and I'm like, oh, damn, like the chicken bites look really good, but the subs, they look kind of like too stuffed. I don't know. It looks like there's a lot of meat on it.
It was very meaty. But, dude,
But overall, recommend it?
Dude, I mean, listen, I know that they're a partner to the station. If they weren't a partner to the station, I would absolutely say they are phenomenal local business.
What kind of dipping sauce did you have for the bites?
What didn't I have? There's a video if you want to watch it. I'm Joe Murray on Instagram. Joey Murray on TikTok.
Oh yeah, I follow you. Yeah.
All right, so you follow me. I'm not a full transparency. I'm not a honey mustard guy. Like when people,
no way. All right,
it's because I like barbecue and sweet and sour and other stuff more.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? They had the best honey mustard I've ever enjoyed.
Wow.
And you could drink it. It was like that kind of like,
I know what you mean when you say that. Yep.
Yeah. The buffalo was very good. Very, very different. Not your typical buffalo. The Parmesan, garlic parm, fantastic. The Boom Boom sauce had a little bit of sweet and spicy. Loved it. They did a version of the Gold Fever, which was probably the like if I was gonna go, I would just get 2 Goldfinger and call it a day. You know. But yeah, I would say overall their best is their honey mustard, which again is not my favorite, but it was fantastic.
I'll have to check it out. So I saw that you posted it. I'm like, let's see what Murray says about it. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out then.
Oh yeah, I must have shook 500 hands.
Well, that's awesome. I appreciate it, bud. I'm gonna go check it out for lunch this week.
All right, I should get a table and charge $5 a photo. Think I do all right, Manfred. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. What's going on?
What's up, Joe?
Hey, last time I talked to you, we were on the morning show. They were talking about us on the morning show.
All right, you heard that, huh?
Yeah, what's going on?
Nothing, man. What's up for Thanksgiving? What do you got on the table?
Yeah, man, I was just thinking about it. So, what is the high score for most Joes on the Joe Murray show at once? I think we hit it last time. The 3 of us, the 3 Joes.
Well, I will say this: Kendra's middle name is Joe. She's Kendra Joe. So, if we had Street Team Joe, you, and Kendra Joe, and me, that would be 4 Joes, right?
Oh, 4 Joes on the Joe Murray show.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, we already have 2 Murrays.
We got all the Joes. Yeah, Joe, I was saying I could schedule a meetup. You know, I'm connected to more Joes.
There were 5 Joe Murrays in my neighborhood growing up. No, for real. I'm not kidding you. We had to decipher which Joe Murray we were.
Yeah, we're all Irish Catholic. It's all good.
That's true. I am. So what's on the Thanksgiving menu for you?
Yeah, Joe.
What's on the menu, Joe? What's on the menu?
Yeah, some turkey, some stuffing, the typical stuff.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, did you know that Wednesday is called Green Wednesday? It's the second biggest marijuana smoking day of the year. Did you know that?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and I'm going to be at a place called Zen. It's in Sharon. And I'll be hanging out with our street team from 11 to 2. And, it's going to be a Green Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving holiday.
That sounds awesome. That sounds like a great time.
I mean, who wouldn't want to have marijuana and turkey?
Yeah, Joe, I just want to shout out all the football players that are going in this Thanksgiving, playing Thanksgiving Day.
That's right.
Man, some great times playing on Thanksgiving.
What was your rival growing up?
No, I played. Listen, man, I played at Gloucester High School on the field. That was the field is literally on the ocean. Playing the field is at Gloucester High School.
I know exactly where it is. Yeah.
In the harbor.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, man, shout out to all the players playing Thanksgiving, man.
The Gloucester Fishermen, right?
Yep.
Is that what their team name is?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So you're from you played in Gloucester, but you live in Medford.
No, I play for Danvers. I'm not too fond of those Gloucester guys. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody playing on Thanksgiving.
Did you know St. John's Prep's one of the best teams in the country?
Yeah, I'm not too kind to them either.
Who do you like, Joe?
Hey, Mark Bavaro. You ever heard of Mark Bavaro?
Yeah.
Danvers High School, NFL player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
Well, is he? I mean, we just saw Rob Gronkowski here.
All right, Joe.
What makes you? I know you got to go, but what are you laughing at?
Joe, I gotta wish you a happy Thanksgiving.
All right.
And one more thing.
What are you laughing at?
Joe, that guy on the plane, whoever is farting, don't fart, please.
Oh, you want that one? Should we find it, Skaz? You know what, Joe? Just for you, we are going to look for the guy on the plane who did not like the smelly stench and asked politely to stop farting.
All right, thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. Happy Thanksgiving, buddy.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
Whoever is farting, don't fart, please. It smells bad.
Smells bad? Skaz had that at the ready.
You got a Rolodex back here, Joe.
And me. That would be 4 Joes, right?
Oh, 4 Joes on the Joe Murray Show.
Why was he laughing constantly, though?
Joe, I'll give you one guess.
He's high as hell.
I mean, that would be my assumption. I know you're not supposed to assume, but I think that's a fair assumption.
We do welcome all marijuana smokers.
He's one of my favorite callers. I say that without hyperbole.
Well, I didn't know either because Mark doesn't know.
No, Mark was like, "Is this the same guys?" But I was like, "Oh yeah, Joe and Medford."
All right,
Joe, you ever heard of Mark Bavaro before?
Yeah, played for the Giants. Remember the Giants?
So wait, did he go to Gloucester or not? I genuinely have no idea. He started ranting about playing on the water and then said, "I don't really like those guys."
I don't know.
50-50 yes?
50-50 yes. Did he play the games at Gloucester and he lost? I'm sorry. Did he go to Danvers High and play Gloucester and he lost? And he hates the guys at St. John's Prep?
Your guess is as good as mine, Joe.
I'm going to go with that. All right, we have to break. Hey, Paul. Hey, guys, listen. Yeah, Patriots 10-2. Whee! 9 wins in a row. Whee! Nope. We got Joe talk. We'll go to break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Joe is what he wrote. The guy who kept laughing at himself had to be baked. Just sitting there has come full circle back to Joe. BB just watching the ceiling fan spin with WW3 in front of him. Yes, that's exactly what happened. Hey, Joe, what's a discount code for the Globetrotters tickets? It was giving. Giving. That's a discount code. Oh, the skeptic in me thought the Christmas call was going to end badly somehow. That was the most wholesome call ever on the station. I'm kind of crying. Was it the Doug Flutie or Skaz's Jimmy? That didn't sound right. Okay, let's get back to sports. Paul's in Rhode Island. Hey, Paul.
Hey, Joe. Love calling you, especially at this time.
Thank you.
Listen, I am going to introduce you to something that's called Drake May pushed himself through that line, okay?
Yep.
We've been bashing 6 times, 7 times. He went through a guy that weighs a lot less than the guy on the other side. If you notice and you look at the film, you'll see his head will hit a guy in front of him that weighs a lot less of a guy on the other side.
Okay.
But you know something? You know how good it feels to win away when for 4 years you couldn't win at home? You know how good it is to see us losing those 2 games at home, but we're going to get back to normal and just all the fans will go from 40,000 to 60,000 quickly. But let's get to first base. We're on first base right now. Second base will be playoffs. Third base will be division finals. Joe, let me tell you something. I feel so good about these 2 head coaches. You notice how I said 2 head coaches? There's a reason for that. Because Drake May, all he has to do is not be a hero. Just listen to the coaches. Don't be a hero so you won't get hurt. Do that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Joe.
Hey. Thank you. I felt like I was in church. That felt like that was somebody reading out of a book. Did you notice I said 2 head coaches? I did.
It did almost feel like he was waiting for a call and response there.
Yeah. Huh. I don't have an answer. First base, second base, third base?
Not the bases I'm familiar with, but yeah.
Football. Ooh. You know what I hated about playing football? So there's always sprints, right? You always have to run sprints. Of
course.
It's just part of it. You know what the worst sprint was? Coach would yell, on the line. And everybody would have to go on the side. You know what on the line.
Mark Marcus shot his head up. He's having flashbacks.
He had a flashback. It's no different than hockey, right? So hockey, you guys would probably do sprints down and back, right? Well, you know what? On the lines, you'd be going left to right. So board to board, left to right. Not the long way, but this way. So in football, when you go on the line, you do sprints to one sideline to the other sideline. And that's the worst. I don't know where I'm going with this story, but that's a base that I can remember. There was a lot of red zone stuff. That's a base, right? Red zone would be a base. What else would be a base in? I mean, is a hash mark a base? Got a snap from there, right? That's all I got. Do we do food talk or do we do music?
Pick your poison.
Eeny, meeny, miny, Rob. What's up, Rob?
What's up, Joe? How you doing, my man?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I just wanted to tell you what I'm doing for this Thanksgiving. So this is the first time we're pulling this off, so I'm very excited about it. My wife's not a big turkey person, and she's always in charge of cooking the turkey. So I said, this Thanksgiving, we're going to give it to you off. So we're making homemade shepherd's pie, and then we're roasting the butternut squash, but we're making it like a bowl to put the shepherd's pie in, and you can eat the squash and the shepherd's pie at the same time. nice little fancy meal.
What do you stuff in your turkey?
What'd you say?
What do you stuff inside the turkey?
The turkey?
Yeah.
We don't do turkey. I said no. We're done. We're not doing turkey this Thanksgiving. We boycotted the turkey.
I must have missed that part.
Yeah, no, we boycotted the turkey because, like I said, the wife hates turkey, hates it. So
if the wife hates it, you just no more turkey.
No more turkey because she's in charge of cooking it. Because I go and get drunk with my buddies at like 6:30 a.m. I come back at 1:00 and the whole family's already there, and the turkeys are magically cooked.
And you're drunk.
And yeah, and I'm shit.
All right. Ah! Okay. Full transparency. I've done that before. I woke up in the morning, met my buddies for beers. Definitely, have imbibed. Usually it's the night before those guys. And I don't go out anymore the night before Thanksgiving. It's not a good place anymore.
No, Mark's in here prepping for his Super Bowl this week.
Good for you, buddy. No, Mark, get it, kid.
He's right in the wheelhouse.
Mark, you go. Go get it.
Me and Joe are going to have our Kalita jerseys on Wednesday, rooting them on.
Go get it. You look good. You just got your hair cut. You're working at a radio station. You just interning in that. Like, dude, you flex, my man. I mean, you should bring a hockey stick. Like, the Acha, flex, bro. Flex it up. But I'll tell you, nothing good happens the night before Thanksgiving.
Certainly not.
No. Like I grew up in Boston. It just no. And then you meet people that you haven't seen. Then someone's dating somebody that you know that you hate, and it's like the worst. And all of a sudden you realize you're in debt on fighting somebody because they're jerks.
Mark said, "Sign me up."
Then you find yourself at the Scrub It Up car wash. And you're getting into it with somebody who threw something away they stole was yours, and then you go.
You've lost me.
Never mind. Oh, I got a lot of stories. But I will say this. It's just nothing good happens the night before Thanksgiving. Nothing good. If you're going out, I'm telling you, don't. It's not good. You're going to run into somebody you hate. You're going to get that, hey, you should call me. We should hang out. Uh-huh. And Skaz, that's when I'm going to drop that's wild.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy. That's the night. And you're going to realize, what the hell am I doing here?
You have the same small talk conversation 10 times in a row.
And then now that you're engaged, you're going to run into the girl that you knew 15 years ago that's like, Skaz is the one that got away.
Certainly not. I'm not going anywhere, Joe.
This is what I mean, Mark.
I'll be working the night before that. I'm doing the Celtics game with Jake Seymour. I'll be the studio host.
Whoa! How about this? You guys are moving up. I love it.
Yes. Pre-game, halftime, post-game.
That's right. The Skaz and C show.
The Green Teamers.
I was trying to come up with that. Oh, Mark, I am rooting for you, my man. I don't want to do it myself. I'm going to be enjoying Green Wednesday in Sharon, Massachusetts. I definitely am going to stop by Lambert's on the way after.
You got a pregame Thanksgiving.
Probably going to get a chicken parm calzone. And I'm probably going to eat it stuck in traffic on the way home. And again, I'll be leaving Green Wednesday. Jason's in Derry. Hey, Jason.
You guys talked about boundaries earlier, and I had something that went down this week. I need your guys' opinion. I was at the supermarket the other day, and my stomach turned over, so I had to go to the bathroom. So I go to the bathroom. In the bathroom, others is a one stall with a throne, and there's a stand-up John. I sit down, start to do my thing, and then this guy rolls in, grabs the door, this other stall that I'm in. Obviously, he's got to do his thing too. So he then goes to the John and takes a leak. So as I'm sitting there, he finishes taking his leak.
Yep.
He just stands there. He doesn't wash his hands. He's not on his phone. He's not taking a leak more. He's just waiting for me to finish while I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
Was that boundary crossed there?
Yep.
And then as he's doing that, I'm like, I'm going to do the same thing to him, except I'm going to lean on the stall. So I'm like, that's nasty. You shouldn't do that. So I finished up. I stared at him when I came out, like, are you serious? And then I cleaned my hands because I went to the produce section, and I started shopping. So as I'm standing there, he comes out, and his girlfriend is cute. So I feel bad about this. So what I did the rest of the time is I just followed them behind him like 15 feet and stared at her the whole time. Did I cross the boundary?
You are a creep.
Yes, absolutely, you're a creep.
Dude, he brought it on himself.
Do you know
I would have done it otherwise.
Do you know Bird?
No.
I don't know what it is about you, but you call it a lot. I like you. But you remind me of Bird. Like this is something I would talk to Bird about.
Well, what should I have done to get retribution?
Okay, what I would have done was, hey, bro, you're crowding my space.
I was thinking that, like, while I'm in there, too. Like, come on, guy.
You don't have to be exactly. Don't be a tough guy. Just be like.
Right.
Do it like if someone was like, you were at home and somebody was like reaching over the table and come on, bro, come on, man, like something like that. Right. So, but now the girlfriend's involved, and now you're you're really covering the boundaries, bro. You're crossing them.
Yeah, but maybe he screwed up so bad that he brought that on his people.
So he crossed your boundary, and now you're dirtying his water.
Well, maybe he learns a lesson. Like, dude, next time I'm not going to wait in the bathroom for some guy. Like, I understand why he's pissed.
No, you're in the wrong.
All right, I respect that. All right,
Listen,
thanks, guys.
hey, real quick, just to wrap this up, did anything happen when you were creeping?
No. I mean, she checked me out. She looked at me a couple times, and I was just like I was staring right through her,
Okay, so there was no love.
I feel bad about it.
No love. Well,
you should.
Maybe she's listening.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry. It was your boyfriend's a dick.
I'm sorry, I'm belly laughing because I wasn't expecting that.
He's in the wrong. That's a no. That's a no-go there.
I didn't realize boundary talk was a thing. Like, this is a.
You've struck a chord, Joe.
I think there are people out there that are like, I got to ask Joe if they crossed the boundary or not. Tomorrow night. We're going to do that.
We're going to have Street Team Joe's top 5 boundaries.
Top 5 topics not to talk about at the dinner table. And let's just throw politics out of the way right now because it doesn't count. Like, I'm forecasting. Don't talk about a job if you don't have one. Don't talk about why you're single. Don't talk about
why other people are single.
Crap talk other people. Oh man. Sometimes that's lovable.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I will say at the same time, don't crap talk your family. Never mind. We're doing this tomorrow night. How about this? Eat your food, shut up, and take a nap.
Watch some football.
And watch football and bet on it. Oh, hot take? We're late. Hot take. I think that the Cowboys-Chiefs game could be the highest viewed football game of all time.
Of all time? Regular season?
Regular season, non-playoff game. Think about the fan base.
We'll have a friendly wager. We'll discuss.
Let's look up last year's highest.
Okay.
And then we'll over-under it. How about that? All right, we got to take a break. And I know Pat and Lowell wants to talk about turkey because I love turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. I eat that turkey at the table. We got to do sports of headlines or I'm going to get in trouble. All right, let's go to the headlines.
Essential Sports Hub headline presented by Celsius Energy Drinks.
49ers up 10-3 right now, beginning of the second half. I'm going Panthers. I'm smelling the upset. Yep, smelling it. Patriots, they're getting ready for, next Monday night. It's going to be a long night. Do you think they're going to get Thanksgiving off? Probably. I'd rather work today and tomorrow and get Thanksgiving off. That's what I'm going to do. Headlines, they are brought to you by our good friends over at Super Service Today. Winter's coming. It's here, actually. Don't get caught in the cold. Super Service Today gives your home a full heating system health and safety check. Most of New England guaranteed. Book now at superservicetoday.com. I'm Joe Murray.
You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5. You're listening to Joe Murray on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
official oil change of busy people. So I asked the chat what they thought the ranking of the show tonight, and I got a 7. I thought it was better than that, Skaz. I thought we did better than a 7 tonight. 6-7. Get those drinks going. We're back here tomorrow night, guys. 6 o'clock, full show. I'll be on tomorrow morning. Nesson, 8 a.m. Check it out. And back here tomorrow night,